You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. Hey, we're glad you're here, because we are sitting there, we are all four sitting here having a good time, enjoying each other. We're glad that, pull up another chair. We're glad you're here. Come on, have a seat, come on.
I am enjoying everybody, thank you.
Because, of course, when I'm saying everybody's here, TADPOG IT, John and Ian are here. Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah.
What's up, guys?
Not a lot.
It's weird talking to you like we haven't been talking
Like
for
we haven't
Yeah.
been here.
Yeah, no, we totally haven't been sitting here
You
for
guys,
like 20
wow,
minutes.
it's whoa! Look who just walked into the studio.
It's John and Ian.
Oh my
Was there
God.
something wrong with our network or what?
Wow!
So,
As it turns out, there is.
why don't you show us your tits? Come on.
Shit, let's go, John.
No, just kidding. Everything's fine. I don't know. I don't live here. Maybe
I'm here
it's-
to
maybe it's
reprogram
not.
your router. I don't know anything about what's happening. I don't even know what game you guys are talking about.
I'm not
I
even
feel-
supposed to be here today.
I feel pretty bad about that.
You don't know what we're talking about today?
I can't remember I listened to the last episode.
Doesn't
I
sound
should
like it,
know.
John.
I should know, but I don't remember what it was.
It is Paladin's Quest.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to go
Paladin's
back.
Paladin's Quest.
Paladin's
yeah.
Quest. See, it's coming back to me.
Yes, of course it is.
I typically have to go back on like Friday and be like, what the fuck are we playing? And listen to the end of the episode again.
You and I are exact opposites because this was me on Tuesday. All right, Paladin's Quest. All right, make sure I got the game. Okay. Watch the videos. All right, good. No one likes this game. Fantastic.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna come right out from Tuesday onward. I had a hellish week. I have not.
You had to play
touched
Paladin's
this game.
Quest.
I'm glad we got a shitbird for a game because I did not play 1 second of this. I did not have time. My week sucked.
When we were trying to work out the scheduling, I knew that your work sucked.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
that your week sucked, I should say, because it was like, oh my God.
Yeah, so we're even recording. Normally we record on Monday, so now we're recording on 420 Blaze It on Tuesday, which
Yes.
means because normally we record on Monday and publish on Wednesday, so we have a day to make sure it's edited and do the show notes.
just in case something goes wrong, which reminds me, I should turn on my backup.
Well,
There we go. If we use the backup, the first 3 minutes are gone, but that's fine.
Hello, Internet.
Yeah, can we start this all over, please?
But if we record on a Tuesday, then we're like Times Square McDonald's. Just turn them and burn them. Just as soon as we're done, we just turn back around.
So raw, unfiltered, homegrown, not homogenized podcasting.
Yep.
Right here.
Could be our last episode if somebody messes
It's
up.
already in the can. You just don't know.
You don't know it yet. Yeah. Which, hey, Ian, you definitely play Paladin's Quest, right? I'm not literally the only person on this podcast who's played the game we're going to talk about, right?
Oh, for hours.
Thank God. Okay, good.
I too didn't remember the
'Cause
name
it's
of the game we were talking about.
It may be the slowest, grindiest RPG on the Super Nintendo.
You don't know?
I'd watch SNES Drunk talk about it.
I'm fucking
I
with
did
you.
do that today.
I'm fucking with
I'm
fucking with you.
recycling information.
So it's an
from another
RPG,
podcast.
huh?
Yep.
Look, I didn't like this game, but I honestly do think that Breath of Fire is more grindy than
Oh, do you?
Paladin's Quest.
Okay,
Fuck God,
okay.
yes, Jesus
All
Christ,
right.
yeah. But I didn't get as far into Paladin's Quest as I did
Because
Breath of Fire. yeah, all right,
the
yeah.
magic system makes it a little more grindy, right?
It depends, and it depends on if you want to level all your magic up or not.
Yeah.
And I don't know because I played like 4 hours of it, so it's like I'm not an expert. I mean, so
Well, how long is this game anyway?
Well, 2 hours was equipping your gear. So
yeah, it does take a long time to equip your gear in this game because it has like a weird mechanic where like in most RPGs you will go in and like select your character, and then when you select that character in a menu, it'll just show you all the things that they're wearing. And it's like, okay, I want to unequip what they're wearing on their chest. So you just move the cursor over, click on the chest, and then another a sub menu pops up, and they're like, yo, what do you want to put on? What do you want to switch it out with?
Right.
In this game, when you open up your inventory, you go to your equipment, it's like, okay, this is what you're wearing on your head. All right. And you press the button. All right, here's what you're wearing on your chest. So instead of like showing you everything all at once, you have to like go through it. Oh shit, I made a mistake on my chest. Can I go back? No, you can't. You have to like start it all. You have to start
Just
it all
like
over
circle
again.
around and come back to
Yeah.
it.
It's like
And
configuring a controller on an emulator.
Yeah, it is. No, totally, it is. And then when you get to the end, it's like, hey man, was all that cool? And it's like the fucking owl in Legend of Zelda, where it's like, shit, I said yes and I meant no. Or
And then you
you gotta go
through the
all the
whole
way through the
fucking-
whole thing again. Yeah.
Buzz's speech.
Maybe
Does
they're
that make
going-
sense to you?
Maybe they're
Or
going
not.
for like super
Yes.
realism. Maybe they're going for like super
They are
realism,
not.
where it's like, it takes an hour to actually put this armor on. Like, people have to help you and lace that shit up in the back and everything.
Yeah, put
That
their
is-
foot on your back. And
right, to pull the
Tighten
pull the
everything,
ropes.
yeah.
And it's
Maybe.
Like
Maybe.
3.0 D&D rules for putting on armor. Don hastily for 30 minutes, and you get a lot less AC out of it.
Yeah. Or like in second edition, I remember like having to explicitly say, I'm taking off my armor so I can go to sleep and not wake up
Oh,
with
yeah.
penalties. Because if you sleep in your armor, it's like sleeping in your armor.
You guys, you guys jumped.
rested.
You guys jumped me on 3.5, and I can't remember if that was a thing in 3.5.
Dude, don't feel bad because I don't remember.
It
a
wasn't a
fucking goddamn
rule
thing
we
about
ever.
3.5.
I think it was. It wasn't as severe, but it was there.
Okay.
But we never played with
Weren't
it.
you like fatigued or something? I don't know.
You were fatigued. Yeah, if you don an like full plate hastily, you only got a +4 instead of a +8. And if you slept in, you could sleep in light armor, but if you slept in medium armor,
Right.
you were fatigued, and you could not sleep in heavy armor. And yeah,
We did. We hand waved a lot of shit that we didn't want to deal with.
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
glad
a
that
lot.
we did.
Yeah, that's a little,
Yeah.
that's really sucking the fun out of the game. Right? I get the
see.
realism part of it, but let's play. Let's realize what we're doing here.
This
Come on,
game
baby.
is fun. What can we do to make it less fun?
We don't want them to have too much fun now.
I don't know, but I am definitely going to use the phrase "suck the fun out of the game" later.
Do you hear that? That's the developer sucking the fun out of this fucking game.
All right, so I talked last week about my toilet leaking.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Several feet
that gave me,
around.
dude.
I relayed this horror story to my wife yesterday, and her mouth was like hanging open, like,
Yep.
oh my God!
Because it was just like one day, like, where's Kenna? Oh, she's in her room. Okay. Why can't I open this door? Yeah. So Melissa and I took off.
Stand back.
Yeah, we recorded Wednesday. I took off. Recorded Monday. I took off Tuesday and Wednesday from work to tear up carpet because we cut it up and like it was
That's
really
a euphemism.
Yeah,
You tore up that carpet.
yeah, fucking tore up that carpet. got that dampness
Yeah,
underneath.
Yeah.
Toe it up.
Toe it up. But yeah, we cut back until we stopped getting moisture, and it was at least 3 or 4 feet, like
Fuck, man.
around the toilet in all directions. So really bad around the toilet, and it was.
What about on the other side of that wall? Because like,
Yeah.
it? Did go under there.
because isn't that on the other side of that wall? Isn't that where the,
the
other bathroom
is? So it didn't hit there as bad. You can see where there's some damage, but it mostly went out into the bedroom.
Okay.
And it was because where I thought I'd shut the water off, well, the pipe that goes into it, that was cracked. So turning it on or off,
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Man. Well, hey, at least you know that.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
is actually like some.
Yeah.
That's not on you.
Although, I probably could have walked by and like smelled like that smells damp. It's probably just kids being gross. They're gross. No,
Man,
it was the toilet.
You talking about that on last episode was like seriously giving me anxiety. Like I was like, as a homeowner, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh God,
No.
well, this sounds horrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
it made
and
me want to
lumber,
start renting again.
lumber right now is fucking
I
know.
astronomical.
Is it really?
I listened to an NPR story on that like yesterday. They were talking about how it was 4 times what it
It's the
what it was just a
microchips,
few
right?
months ago.
Yeah. Well, I had.
It's all the Bitcoin mining.
The wood crow chips.
We built. You remember we built that porch, that screened-in porch I
Yeah.
talked about that one episode. I
Built
was
that at
doing
the
from
right
home
time.
and
That's
got
a nice porch.
Stupidly drunk.
It's a good
and-
porch.
Yeah, I talked about Kylie Minogue all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Kylie Minogue.
we got in on that. We got that like just in time because it was like 3 months later. I probably bought $300, maybe $400 worth of materials.
For a whole
would've-
porch.
for the for the frame for the screening in and all the screen and the tracks that we put it in with. I would have paid double that if I was
Damn.
trying to do that today. And yeah, I wouldn't have done it.
I mean, because that's what it costs for the lumber to fix just that part of my floor.
Yeah, it's
Jeez.
like God, that's insane.
Well, I've got a buddy of mine who's like seriously into woodworking, and he was talking about like, he was like, lumber is expensive, but like if you want good wood, like to make a desk
Yeah,
or a
baby.
piece of
Then you
furniture,
call
yeah,
me.
that
Is
good
what you
wood.
do.
Yeah, I
But
want
like
that good wood.
I get charged by the hour.
Yeah. I don't need that much. It's fine.
By the half hour.
By the half hour and the quarter foot.
So he was talking about like he was showing me like the cost of some of this like walnut, like a board of fucking walnut. It was like, holy shit. Like he gave me a cutting board for Christmas that he had made out of all these different kinds of woods. It was beautiful. I was just like, holy fuck, man, that cutting board, like not counting the time, like just the raw materials.
The wood
would be
itself.
crazy expensive.
Well, is it fixed now? Tyler?
Yeah. Well,
Did your super secret mystery guest help you with it?
oh yeah. Like I tore up the carpet and he did something I didn't think he'd ever do again. He went back to the hobo
Oh,
carpenter
Lord.
we know.
Oh, okay.
And he said apparently the hobo carpenter, my dad said, he's an amazing garbage carpenter. So he's good at leaks and tearing shit out, and
Okay.
that's what he does. So he like hopped right in there and was tearing up the wood, and he's good at that kind of work, and he's cheap. So
I'd like to
that
get
helped
in
a
line
lot.
behind Dave
Yeah, I'm next.
because my bathroom floor is doing the same thing.
The spongy.
sponginess
Yeah,
and the toilet.
Yeah, the toilet. We talked about you hanging
sunken
from
a
the
little
toilet
bit.
by like a bar or something. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That's the
It's-
fix.
is
Is you
it
just put the
just-
trapeze bar above the toilet and you just
Shit
hang on there.
freely.
Yeah.
That might be nice though.
You gotta like make sure it doesn't move though, otherwise
No.
you're like Jackson Pollock.
Well, then I could charge a whole bunch of money.
That's an
for
art
it.
reference that I get.
That is-
I
there
get
you
that
go.
art
There you
reference.
go.
I understood that.
I mean,
reference.
hobo carpenter is like $14 an hour plus raw materials.
Hobo
You
carpenter.
buy him a 2-liter Mountain Dew Code Red and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and he'll fix your
Really?
floor.
He's also my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
He's
figure.
aggressively
Hobo
difficult.
carpenter.
So-
Oh, really?
oh yeah, yeah.
Like how so?
That's the real cost, isn't it?
I mean, there is a level of mental illness involved with him.
Yeah.
But like
you
he
did
is just,
say hobo carpenter, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I thought that was just kind of built in.
he's aggressively unlikable.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
Man, I was. That reminds me. Not
And you
to,
know
like-
how my dad is. My dad does not interact with this dude without getting physical.
Yeah.
Like they never
So
have
it's
an
like
interaction.
it's like a
that doesn't
Laurel
end.
and Hardy bit.
Well, yeah, it doesn't end with my dad shoving him at some point, like and threatening to beat his ass.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
He's like, get in the car, I'm taking your ass home.
Yeah.
He throws him out of the car.
Man.
And 3 months later, I got something to do. Get in the car. Don't be a jackass. 2 days later, pushes him, get in the fucking car, I'm taking you home.
Ian quietly steps out of line.
Yeah, I was about to say this is why I like to pay
Yeah,
people.
it's like, yeah, it costs you a different form of currency.
Man, I stopped at a stop sign the other day, and you saying hobo carpenter reminded me of this. A dude, like I was stopped at a stop sign, a 4-way stop, and I saw a dude on a bicycle coming the other way towards me, and I was like, oh no, because like he looked at me, and I was like, oh shit. Normally, whenever someone looks at you when you're in your car, it's like not a good. Never, it's like never a good thing. It's never. Either they're gonna like I don't know, try to like wave you on or something, and which also I hate. Don't ever wave me on. Just fucking go.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
just
like,
yeah.
go. Because the last thing I
You
want you to
and
do is
me.
wait. Because this has happened to me in Lexington.
Oh, I know what you're
Someone
gonna
waved
say.
me on and then boop hit me. And it's like, well,
love
you
it.
blew through that stop sign. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, like whenever
I was going like this, like, give me your money, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, and you're insurance. You're gonna take the hit.
it's whenever you're on Hinkleville Road and you've got 2 backed up lanes of traffic, and some idiot signals for someone to come out of one of the driveways.
Oh, God.
but doesn't check oncoming
other
traffic
side,
on the
yeah.
other lane.
Dude, I have a
and
co-
they do that.
Man.
It's like slam.
Man, I had a conversation with Nikki. We were in the fucking car on Hinkleville Road, and we're driving down, and someone's like trying to get in. I'm like, don't even fucking look at that person. Just go.
Just go.
Because I guarantee you, this stupid motherfucker is gonna pull out. We're in the right lane. The great traffic story. Everyone loves traffic story.
Yeah.
Man, it's podcast fucking gold. Everyone knows Hinkleville Road.
Paducah
all
cast.
night.
Alex Pena is like, oh, fuck yeah, heart.
So so we're in the far right lane. This person's trying to pull out a fucking Talbots or whatever the fuck, and it's like, please do not let them through. Because I guarantee you, they're not just going to pull right in front of us. What they're going to do
try to get
is
in the other lane.
they're going to go not only across our lane and the lane next to us in the median, they're going to fucking try to do they're going to try to get onto the fucking far left lane and go in the other direction. And she stopped, and sure enough, that's what that motherfucker did. And I was like, you just gotta don't even look at these people. Just they will wait their fucking turn, just like we do, because we don't do that shit. Right.
Yeah.
I do want to clarify. My dad doesn't beat up on a mentally ill dude. So let me explain a little further.
the mystery
a
guest
little
is your-
further.
Look, man, you don't have to defend him. He's not here to. Is he hurting you?
The scars are there.
Do you need help?
My hand still stings from me slapping the ice cream out of it whenever I was 10.
He's buried that way deep down. It's in the past.
To be fair, that ice cream was mentally ill. So
Well, I call him Hobo Carpenter because he pretended to go home
He's
and
Jesus.
would sleep in my Watson house, in my last house.
right.
Until my dad got up early and found him there and was like, what the fuck are
But
you
you can't
doing?
sleep here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a house, man. You can't sleep
You
here.
can't sleep on the floor in my son's house
does this
and
look
then get
like
up
to
at
you?
3 a.m. and act like you're working. Like I'm not gonna, like it's gonna trick me. So, but his dad was a master carpenter, and it was almost like my dad's surrogate dad. The dad my dad never had.
Okay.
Because my grandpa was a fucking asshole. So
So was my dad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Shit trickles down.
Yeah,
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he loved this man and his wife. Like they were like parents to my parents. They loved these people. They passed away, and granted, the hobo carpenter, there is some level of mental illness, but he will not do anything about it. Like it's sad how much they've legitimately tried to help him, but there's no helping him. He's not interested. He just wants to live life the way he wants to live him. So my dad still does feel sorry for him and feels like it's paying back some of the good that his dad did for him by trying to throw this guy some work, because he is a good carpenter. He trained under a master carpenter.
Right,
He knows
yeah.
what he's doing. But he's really difficult and does not believe in showering or cutting his hair or anything like that. So, but
What's wrong
they
with not cutting your
try.
hair, man?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, man.
I'll have to show you a picture. You guys comb it and wash it and take care of it.
I
I
did
do
just
have a
notice
routine
that.
now.
Yeah.
I
the
did
way.
just notice that you could divide this table down the middle, and you've got the long-haired gentleman over here and the bald gentleman.
We donated
over
our
here.
hair to them.
Yeah. You took it from us.
You're our locks. You're our locks of love.
Yeah. I was telling John this last time, a little over a year in. I haven't taken a pair of scissors to my hair since the pandemic started. So, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to let it grow until
I told him I was absolutely
It falls
in
out.
favor of that. If I had hair, I'm living vicariously through Ian's hair.
No, John, come on. Let's let ours grow out. Let's just have the bald on
horseshoe?
top, long. Yeah.
Just that thing that hooks around the back.
Look,
yeah.
He's hip. He's cool. He's 40 from Kids in the Hall.
Look, I don't know if Ian is down, but if you guys did not cut your hair for 1 year, I'd probably shave my head bald.
Okay.
No, Ian says no.
no, I'm keeping mine.
Yeah, my bald head is really stupid
It's
looking.
starting
so I
to
don't
go
wanna do it either.
mine's starting to go really gray.
Yeah.
It's not going to be long, and I'm going to be basically gray.
It's going to
And
look
like my
badass,
chin beard thing that I got going on is 100% gray.
You'd be a good Gandalf.
Yeah, you're gonna be like a
Yeah.
wizard, like Sandwich Pope
fool
Phil.
of a hobbit. Just practice now.
So you guys have good heads for not having hair.
Somewhat. I have like a dent in my head over here that I don't care for.
I've
But
never-
other than
See,
that,
That's one of those things though that like, you know, my wife will point out some little thing and I'm like, I've never even noticed that. I've been married to you for 10, 12 fucking years.
so she
I've
just sits
never
there and
noticed
points
that.
out flaws you didn't know about yourself.
No, about
that sounds
her.
great. Oh, okay.
She does it about her, and I'm
She's
just like,
John, your head's weird right here.
No, you're doing that to her.
no, she will point it out about herself.
Oh, about
Tyler
herself.
is pointing out something
Yeah,
that all of the time I have spent around him, I've never noticed that you had any.
You mean
Well, you don't look at me enough, John. And that hurts my
maybe
feelings.
that's it.
you mean
Maybe
you
I
guys
need
don't
to pay
just
closer
stand in front of the
attention.
bathroom mirror at 2 a.m. and criticize yourself for 40 minutes like a normal person?
Right?
Last time I was
the hell,
rubbing
man?
your greased head, I didn't feel that bump there, right? And
When
on
I was
that note,
rubbing
I'm
it
getting
up
a
and down
beer.
your ass crack, you didn't feel that little bump.
John, where are you going?
I'm getting a beer.
I'll
be right back.
You're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that lines up. All right,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah.
By way of sort of
No, thank you, John. I'm good.
by way of sort
I
of
got plenty
talking
of rum.
about, you know, it's kind of fortuitous that we didn't record yesterday because it turns out I wouldn't have been able to make it. And it's because one of our clients' businesses burned down.
Oh, shit.
Yesterday afternoon. The local.
You had a fire that you were setting.
A local. Yeah. They really pissed me off.
Yeah, no, I get it.
A local graphic design company
No, I didn't hear this.
located on Broadway.
What? No.
Is it named after an animal?
No.
No, not
Oh,
that one.
Damn.
I guess at least all that black mold's gone now.
Yeah. Burned right up. You know which one I'm talking
I
about.
do.
Yeah, we had it.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah,
it drip on
It
us.
burned to the
other day.
ground. So
What?
Yeah,
Why did I hear about this at work today?
I don't know.
This is
I don't
insane.
know.
because they're your rivals.
Because it's just you and your boss.
we
Yeah,
had
that's true. I just stay in my office. I'm like the fucking groundhog. Literally, someone at work said, "Holy shit, you're here."
I've worked.
You're like, I've been here for 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, I did say that, and what I was thinking was, apparently, I don't need to come in anymore. I'll just show up on Fridays around 11, pick up my check, and go the fuck home.
Good plan. I did that with Apex for
Oh
like
man, really?
6 months.
That's
yeah.
funny.
I had another job.
What?
I worked.
Why
at-
you at
I was.
Apex?
I was working
it's after we had
after
gone.
everybody had left, and it was just me
Oh,
and
okay.
2 others.
Yeah.
And I had one job to do, which was tally up the numbers from the phone switches. It took like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I got a full-time paycheck
Yeah.
for a month.
Work, but I mean,
And-
you were. I
and
mean,
had a full-time job at Harrah's by that
you
point.
don't feel bad about that.
No.
Good, right? Of course not.
No,
because
Michael,
they-
the other 2 that
there's-
worked there with me,
that had to have been planned.
they were
for you.
really
I mean,
mad. They were really mad at me for doing that, like not sitting there looking at porn all day like they did. No, I actually went and worked another job.
Hey, that's
and doubled my money, and they were just mad
honest
at me
living.
for not figuring it out for themselves. So anyway, yesterday I get this call on my mobile because I know the people that run that place.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've worked with them for years. They're friends of
Sure.
mine. But I hang up on.
Are they
I'm like,
hiring right now? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
you don't want to work.
It sounds like I've also heard that.
No, you don't. She's calling me. I'm like, fuck, I'm busy. You know, I click. She sends me a text and she's like, hey, could you give me a call? The office burned down today. So I called her
okay.
and I was like, what the fuck? She's like,
I was ignoring you for a good reason. You better not be lying.
Yeah.
they say they hear this big explosion. They all go running outside and literally instantaneously the building is engulfed in flames.
What the fuck?
There was
what
a
about
house-
the buildings around it? Because like that is
That's
straight up.
the big hotel where all those people live, where all those low income and old people live.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's right next
Are
to
they
them.
okay?
They're fine. Everyone in the buildings
Asbestos is not
adjacent
flammable, Dave.
They were fine.
They're fine.
And
Thank God.
apparently there was a bystander after the fire broke out that was just standing watching the fire and
my
he died
God.
of a heart attack.
Oh my God.
Just some dude just died of a heart attack on the street.
Fuck, man. I gotta move. It's like I don't even live here.
So anyway, so they had we support them, their IT stuff, and they managed to get the server out before the fire really kicked in, which was
Man.
kind of a miracle that they were able to do that. It's also kind of stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, they managed to get it out before the sprinkler.
Yeah, but
system
they're
came
probably
on,
worried
which
about-
was like,
Well,
wow,
we had
Are they on a- do they have a backup?
they had a backup and they got that out too.
Okay.
But we're still working on trying to get them set up. But
Wow.
last night I had to go. Me and John went there to pick through the rubble to see if we could recover some more of their equipment that they weren't able to get after the firefighters cleared it. We're walking through this nasty, wet campfire, burned out hulk of a building with this nasty brown water dripping all over us.
Like
And like under a tarp,
100-year-old
unscrewing
asbestos water.
switches and shit, wearing masks and gloves and the whole 9 yards,
But,
you know.
but why?
Because it was actually for our benefit. We needed that equipment to be able to
Okay,
get them up
gotcha.
and running in
Okay.
another area,
Okay.
or else we'd have been in real trouble.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was about to say, like, I mean, I don't know, like,
There were 15 people in there.
Oh, yeah.
They were just hanging out. It was awful. I'm like, what are y'all doing in this
like
building?
workers or
No, it was the
just
owner
people?
and the
Oh,
insurance
okay.
guy.
I see.
But they're standing
My
up in the
dad's
front
carpenter.
lobby.
Right, hobo
Yeah,
carpenter.
just some hobo carpenter was in there.
You guys gonna be gone soon? I need to get some sleep.
It's a pretty bad leak. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna go to bed.
But we would have had to, I would have had to cancel or at least not get here until
Wow.
late because of that. So that was fun. That's what we did last night. And then also the only other thing I want to say, and then I'll stop talking.
No, please, you're here to talk.
Is everyone here fully vaccinated?
Yep.
I'm getting my second shot tomorrow.
Nice. We all are. But you've got
So
tomorrow,
100,
and then
100,
we'll all be.
180.
I got mine last week.
Yeah.
John a couple
We'll take
weeks
that.
ago. I know you've
That's
been
good odds.
vaccinated for a while.
Get
haven't you?
orgies on. Good.
Yeah, we can
80's
all
good enough.
The four swords.
swords
We're
again.
gonna do the four sword.
I'll just watch, which is fine. That's what I wanted anyway. It's okay.
Well, cool. I'm glad.
Just jerk off into a condom. It's fine.
Yeah,
For the
I'll-
record, I don't know if it's like this everywhere. It's probably not, but like Walgreens in Paducah, dude, you could get on the app for Walgreens and like just pick your time. You
Man,
can come right now if you want. And
I gotta
get a
be-
COVID shot. They cannot get rid of them.
I get nervous about doing it in a Walgreens, and it's just because it's so small. Like I got my first one at, again, this is quality podcasting for everybody who totally lives here, but I got mine at Kentucky Dam Village. Like they're doing it like in a huge conference room, and it was amazing because like at no point in time, other than when they were giving me the shot, was I within 6 feet of anybody.
Oh, well, first of all, they space the appointments out, and you have to have an appointment.
That's good.
And then they take you into a room by yourself with the person administering the shot. So you're not like sitting in the
sitting
fucking,
with a
See, 'cause tampon
like when
aisle.
when I'm getting my flu shot, I'm always just like
Yeah.
elbow to elbow at some motherfucker. That
They have a
goes-
friend-style device of chopsticks taped together with a needle on the end. And just poke you.
it's like you're getting a shot from a Dalek.
Another one to hit the plunger.
Vaccinate.
Vaccinate.
Man, has no one done that? Because like fuck, we missed the boat on that.
Yeah, we
We
did.
could have sold some fucking shirts.
Definitely. Dalek with a needle
Dalek with
instead of the
needle.
little
Yeah,
probe.
it's a
Plunger, yeah.
Shit.
It has a mask on. Yeah.
Damn it. If I could go back in time and do one thing,
That would be it. That would be it.
I didn't say that.
You implied it. Dave. Well, good. I mean, get shot. Everybody get it. Just get it.
Yep.
So after I called in those 2 days for work, and the carpenter came on Wednesday, on Thursday, I get a call that all hell's broken loose at work. I go in and
It was on fire.
one close. It was my staffing was on fire.
Oh, shit.
So like one guy who I have been over backwards trying to help because he had some issues. Like his shift was starting in 30 minutes. Quit. Just called it. It's like, hey, I'm done. It's like, oh, okay. I gave you
nice.
a week off and set you up with all these programs, and then now it's just like, no, I'm done. Okay, great. And then another girl who'd given me her 2 weeks, but in that 2 week span, I had another person starting. All right, no lapse in service. Oh, I just slept in today. I don't want to come in. I quit. Okay, great. Don't serve out your 2 weeks. Wonderful. All right, another person, like, suddenly one person is gone, and her dad shows up and just like, yeah, she broke her ankle. Okay.
God.
Well, what does this mean? Oh, it means I have to work the 12-hour shifts all weekend. Okay.
The dad? Because that would have been hilarious.
What does this mean? It means you have to work. Bye.
Yeah, because you're like, hey, doesn't she have a phone where she could call me, her boss? She does, but she sent me to do her shift. So I'm just, what do you need me to do?
Come on. All right.
Put on this apron.
All right, you got it.
Let's go.
Her dad did look just like Pete Holmes. So
Really?
like a lot. But no, like I was working shifts all weekend. Casey was working shifts all weekend.
Oh,
like
man.
all the managers, we just had to give up our days off and come
Yeah.
in and just make it work.
God, it sucks.
That
So,
sounds
yeah.
awful.
That's done now, though?
That delayed all of my paperwork. So I had to do a week's of the paperwork yesterday. So like, there's no way I'm going to be able to record because we have to push to like maybe 7. Maybe I'll make it home by 7. Like, because I'm going to be doing stuff all day.
Yeah. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, like this day is, we have Tuesdays a flex day.
Yeah.
And
just in case.
And I will
Yeah.
always push back on recording on a Tuesday just because I don't want it to become a habit.
Yeah.
Because it is way less stressful for me to just get everything done on Monday.
No, it's easier. No, I'm with you. I mean,
And if
it's
there's
easier
a
on Monday.
problem, then it's like, okay, we can fucking punt. You know, we don't have to like go back to the Patreon vault and open that up. So, but yeah, I'm glad that we were able to do it. And
I think we'll be able to make it work now. But we'll come the 3rd when the next pay period starts and I get more people. Then I'll be totally golden. But yeah, that one weekend was bad.
Man, that sucks, dude.
But yeah, just how it is.
So that guy that was on the bike at the stop sign, he looked at me in the eyes. I just
Yeah.
wanted to pull it back to the.
No, please.
No,
Go ahead.
we pick up the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, no, that's good. No, it's like little Jeffy. So like, yeah, I see him now. At this point, the story's like a million better stories have been told. But like, he's on his bike. I'm in my car at the stop sign, and he makes eye contact with me, and then just makes a beeline for my car on his bike. And it's like, well, I'm definitely not going to go because if I go, I will kill this man. So I'm going to stay here. And then he got like right next to my window and makes the roll down motion. I know Ian's shaking his head no, but here's the thing. I've already made a human connection with this guy because I looked at his eyeballs, and that's just kind of how it works. You look at someone's eyeballs, you got to like say something. So like he rolled. Yeah, John's also shaking his head. No. I'm a fucking rube.
It's electric. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's broken. Yeah, I'm a rube. I get it, but it's like so. Like
I probably would too.
I go-
I'm gonna be honest.
I go,
probably would, even though
Little crack.
Just a crack.
crack.
Okay,
Little crack.
that's at least something. You gotta-
little crack. This is the first time in my life this has ever happened. Someone on a bike talking to me in my car, asking for money, and it was like drive-through begging. And he was like, "You got any?" And I was just fucking here. I just slid the dollars through the window. Said, "All right, bye." Zzz, it rolled it back
I would have
up.
played a good game of Plinko and just slid quarters to the little slot down.
Do you take Square? Because I don't have any cash, man.
Yeah, yeah. Is this
Apple
enough?
Pay. You got Apple Pay.
Yeah, put the end of your credit card slightly out the window.
Man, yeah, I do need to. I don't know, man. There's something about cash. Like, I guess I do need to stop carrying cash, but I don't know, man. I like carrying cash. I do like that. It also gives me the purchasing capability of like making a Facebook Marketplace deal and then having that transaction done that day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I do like that.
I used when I was working on iPhones, it was cash only. So
Yeah.
I always had cash then, but since I stopped doing it, I don't carry it anymore. And I wish I had $20 just to have in my wallet just in case type of thing, but I never do.
We were talking about the vaccines, and I'm glad that you brought it up because this is something I was thinking about earlier today. I'm curious what vaccine. What version of the vaccine everyone here has? Like I've got the Pfizer,
Moderna.
Pfizer.
Pfizer. You're a Pfizer as well. Moderna for Ian.
for me,
Moderna,
and John
bitches.
got Moderna.
You're what?
yeah, Moderna.
Moderna. All right. So like I was curious.
Johnson and Johnson.
This
My clots.
2021's a lot like when Pokemon Go came out, but instead of putting your team, your Valor, your on the back of your windshield, you can put the company that produced your vaccine on there. Like we're Team Pfizer, Tyler, and we got Moderna boys here, and no one at this table is Team Yellow, which is Johnson and Johnson.
Hey, I was Team Yellow.
Oh no, you poor man! I'm so sorry.
I know. What did I know.
Oh God! Especially in this
I'm
town.
the old
That was
guy.
that was.
Oh, it was
You're
awful.
a Hufflepuff.
It was
makes
awful.
sense.
That's one of the reasons I stopped playing. I'm like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
this.
And like, what's funny is anytime anyone on Team Yellow, what was it? Which one was that? Was
God,
that
I don't even
Mystic
remember.
or
Mystic? I think.
I don't know. But
Maybe.
whenever like a yellow
I think Mystic was blue. Mystic was me.
Mystic was blue. Whenever a yellow would like pop up and like take a gem or something, it's
Yeah.
like red and blue set aside their differences and we're like fucking crush this dude.
Purple.
Yep,
Team
that's
purple.
pretty
Let's go.
much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked, but whatever. You know, I still had fun with it. But yeah, now I'm gonna go get a Moderna sticker for the back
Yeah.
of my truck.
Well, we missed out on the Dalek vaccination shirts. Maybe we can start doing these
You
stickers.
know what
Yeah,
was?
we should totally do that.
I've read a lot of memes about how people will say that's how it is in Canada, kind of thing, because I never have experienced a situation where I walked into a place or a healthcare facility or whatever and received medical attention of some kind for free. For free. I walked into Walgreens. I had already registered did my paperwork.
Right, yeah.
They said, have a seat. They gave me the shot and said, bye. And that was it. No payment was expected. And I just thought, man, I kind of wish it was like that all the time. You know, it was kind of nice.
Hail, comrade.
Yeah, I just walked in, got my shot, and left.
Yeah.
And it was neat. It was just neat. And it sucks that it's neat.
Well, you know what actually does is really weird is like I remember because like when I signed up for the second vaccination, they were like, "This doesn't cost anything," and it's like right at the top. It's like this doesn't just come get it. It doesn't cost anything, which tells me they're like maybe people aren't getting this.
That
because,
sounds like it's a hidden fee somewhere.
well, yeah, because
I know how AT&T works.
yeah, because we've been trained to look for the hidden fees.
I do know for
Because we have to. Because if we don't look for the fees, we get fucked in the ass.
That's how they get you
That's
now.
how they get you.
Hopefully
I
you
have
won't.
a friend who got hers at Baptist.
Did y'all get the
I think.
extended warranty?
Oh yeah, I got the I got the under.
I don't want to be the only guy.
Do I have to cancel my vaccine subscription
Yeah.
in 30 days, or you bill me
Right.
$500?
I got the rust protection.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotta have that.
That undercoat. Yeah,
That
you gotta get the
undercoat.
undercoat, man.
No, the girl I know, she got it. She got it at like the hospital or something. I think I don't know, but at some point she received a bill for not the vaccine, but the needles and the supplies and stuff. And I'm like, fuck.
my
Go to
my
Walgreens.
hospital had a huge fund that they took all of that out of.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it sounds like someone's running a scam at that hospital.
It's either that or she wasn't. She
Yeah, I
was
work at the
looking
other
a different
hospital in
bill.
town, not that one.
But yeah, that she said she got charged for something like the materials fee or something like that. I don't know. So that you're not
Wow.
supposed to do that.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
wild. I didn't know that. Didn't know they were doing that. Yeah, they were really cool at Kentucky Dam Village because they were like also like man. They sent in like their.
Come on, sheeple, come on down. We got your shots then. Come
Got
on.
your free 5G. Come on, get it.
Dude, it was wild because it was like
Have y'all noticed how sweet the new Surface books are, though?
It's amazing.
Fucking awesome.
And I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I bought an Xbox. You know, no.
I bought a Zune.
all right, all right. Hear me out. Hear me out. Right now, currently, the Series X is probably the console that I would want just because fucking
You
Game
sync up
Pass,
with
man, and it's got like right, and yeah, my 5G is fucking awesome. It's like, but like, I don't know, like
I am the antenna.
That would be. You can play the games on your phone, like you can connect
Right.
to your Xbox and play on
I just
it.
feel like they're killing it until PlayStation 5 is like, okay, like Sony's like,
They
okay,
catch up.
we're finally making games now.
Yeah. No, if I were to buy one, I would. The Xbox would be the way I would go, and mainly because I have a lot of money invested in Microsoft in Xbox games that I
yeah.
could play again on the new system.
Yeah.
Just in the cloud. You know,
Sure.
they're always mine. I just don't have anything to play them on.
Right. Yeah.
That's unless I don't even have a good PC.
yeah.
So.
I just think it
But
was
yeah, it was
really
a better system.
It was really smart of them to smart of them to do Game Pass and especially getting EA in because it's like right now where like nothing's coming out. They're like, yo, we got a library.
And their library is extensive.
It's really big.
It's a lot of stuff, and it's a good value because, like, it used to be all these different tiers of whatever Xbox Live,
Right?
Game, then they just bundled
combined it all together
and said, and it's reasonable,
like $15.
It's $15 a month for all that content, plus you get online play. That's the fucking way to rock. Absolutely,
It was smart of them.
Xbox.
Yeah, it was smart of them. Which honestly kind of pains me to say because like I like PlayStation, and I like my 360, but I didn't even crack the Xbox One open until like 2020. So it was just kind of like, all right. And I did it because of Game Pass. Because like Jacob of Wolffighting fame was like, hey, have you played this game? And I'm like, no. He's like, it's on Game Pass if you have that. And I'm like, I do have an Xbox One in the closet that cousin David gave me years ago. Let me go ahead and hook that up. And then I did, and it's like, oh shit, man, you've just been playing all these great games? And he's like, yeah.
For $15 a month. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I'm an actor. I'm not doing shit. Yeah, I'm playing a lot of games.
Yeah, it's a rough industry to be in right now, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Well, he writes plays. He's still writing stuff. Jacob's writing a lot of good stuff. He can do that.
And I read one of his plays that was phenomenal.
Jacob does good shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys want to talk about that game?
If you want to, I mean, it doesn't really sound like it's going to be much of a conversation. You know what I mean? Because, like, first of all, like, no one really cares about this game. Like,
No.
I don't think there are really big Paladin's Quest fans out there.
Nobody like jumped in on the stream like, yeah, Paladin's Quest, man, I fucking love this game.
There was one person who said that they played it a bunch as a kid. I think it was
Because it was the only game they had.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It was like one of those situations, and I think it was Gentle G. Sorry if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Gentle G. And it was like, because I remember asking like, did you ever beat it? Nah,
Oh, so it's like me and Top Gun on the NES.
but probably for
Had
different
one
reasons.
game and lots of time. Get off my fucking back.
No, from the videos that I've watched, if I had this, like, I remember the same situation in which I played Breath of Fire, where I had two really good games and then like just a cheap game that I just got.
Yeah.
If this had been that cheap game I just got after coming off two really big spectacular games and had a lot of time, I would have liked this maybe.
Yeah. The biggest thing that this game has working against it is the fact that it is not as good as the other RPGs that came out on the Super Nintendo, and also that it was released in 1992, so it's an early Super Nintendo game. Guitar Man Dalton from the Steam Machine podcast, he actually came in, he dropped into the stream and was like, fuck, man, this looks really good for an NES game. And it's like, yeah, it does. Unfortunately,
You're not
it
lying.
is a Super Nintendo game because it totally looks like an NES game.
It looks, because it's kind of I've never played a Dragon Quest game, but people compare it to like,
Sure.
It borrowed a lot from Dragon Quest. It borrowed elements from
name.
Earthbound, honestly, like the color palette.
palette.
It looks like Magicant in Earthbound.
Yeah.
And then like your 4-person party, the way they walk,
looks like-
Earthbound.
Looks like an Easter egg. Like Pause presents
Yeah.
Paladin's Quest because everything's like pinks and like
Pastels.
pastel yellows and it's also set in space.
We would not have thought it's a sci-fi story.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's called it's called Linus for the Super Famicom. Like when it was released in Japan, it was called Linus, and then when it came to North America, Enix published it. Which, man, I don't know if they regret that decision, but probably couldn't have helped. Probably couldn't have helped them.
No.
But they renamed it Paladin's Quest, which
There's no paladins. There's nothing remotely medieval.
it's not a
or
fantasy
anything.
setting. It's like a sci-fi.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
It makes no sense that it's named that.
Wow.
I mean, there are daggers in the game and stuff,
about
and
as much as it
bows,
gets.
but yeah, that is about as far as it goes.
Like ray guns and shit, or
Not
What's
quite.
that? There's a big evil machine.
Did you say ray guns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ray guns.
Ray guns.
As opposed to like what? Like a blaster?
blasters,
Yeah.
phasers.
Yeah, but ray
It's like
guns.
Captain Proton. Imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine. You got me.
The real like hardcore nerds will get that.
but like honestly, in this context of Paladin's Quest, ray gun is probably the most like if there was some kind of blaster in the game, it would be a ray gun and not a blaster. It'd just be like space gun is like the is what it would be.
Chrome with like a big dish on the front.
Right, yeah, right, exactly. But no, they kind of stick
Shoot
to like
circles of energy.
they do like kind of stick to like fantasy weapons and stuff, which is really weird because it is absolutely like a high tech civilization that has been like ravaged by like a near apocalyptic event 15 years ago. And then, like, you play as a guy named Chesney.
Ian's like, if I had put my finger in Ian's butt, he would have made the same expression.
Yeah.
Not sure how I feel about this.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm surprised, yet somehow pleased.
I don't know when Kenny Chesney reached peak popularity, but
1991.
Literally the only Chesney I can think of.
Well, that's where I went.
He was big in Japan in 92.
yeah, right. Yeah, and he's got his own hiragana named after him. There's like, so yeah, your name is Chesney.
Chesney lipstick for men.
He liked a lot of Mr. Sparkle. Kenny Chesney, Mr. Sparkle presents Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney banishes the trailers to the land of wind.
You're in space on what I presume is another planet.
Yeah, you're on a
Right.
planet called Linus. Yeah,
Linus. Okay, you're on the planet Linus.
Yeah.
Is there a time frame? Or is it just a fucking galaxy far,
future.
far away a long time ago?
Yeah, I think it's that. I think
Okay.
it's they don't. If there was a date, I didn't catch it. And so you're playing as Chesney, and you turn on this machine at your school, and then the machine turns into like I guess a big dragon face.
It's a dark side artifact, basically. That just
Yeah.
There's another bigger evil guy who's like, I want that. I need that thing.
And then it kind of just starts destroying the world, and you kind of
Like
go
you
from town to town and like do
You have
your
a
things.
party? Like a party
Kind of.
characters?
You recruit. You have two characters. Then recruit mercenaries.
Yeah, and there's something that is cool. I didn't get to
There were
this point.
16 characters total. Like so, there's a lot of replay value there at least.
Yes, and if there's anything good about this game, it is the
If.
well, man, I don't want to like.
I'm just kidding.
It's kind of tough because it's like I do definitely want to compare this to some other non-stellar RPGs that we've played because like this does kind of bring some interesting things to the table. Like that whole like mercenary aspect is neat because it's like you can change your party out. You can kind of customize your party where it's like
Right.
you have these two people who are your anchors and then you can fill it out however you want. And like all these mercenaries have like different abilities that they can use.
So you can kind of combine things.
Right. Yeah. You can
Think
kind of
might
like,
be
yeah.
tactically advantageous.
Right. So it's not one of these games where it's not one of these RPGs where it's like, this is your party. And at certain points, you have no agency. We're going to remove people from the party and add people in. It's not one of those.
Right.
It's customizable. And apparently the mercenaries all have like some kind of reason beyond money that they want to join you. So it also, in theory, because I didn't get to any parts in these parts in the game, it in theory brings in like different dialogue and stuff depending on who you've brought with you.
Okay.
So that's neat.
But you've got like shields and swords.
You do have shields
And
and,
magic.
swords,
And magic,
and
okay.
the items are very difficult to tell what they are because
The abbreviations are awful.
the abbreviations are fucking horrible.
I thought Breath of Fire was bad, but
Yeah.
man,
no, these are
Is that a space limitation where they just
Yeah.
got to abbreviate all these words so they got more room for content?
yes. Well, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, kind of, sorta.
what would leather be? LR? How about LT? Yeah. Okay.
Got it. Yeah. Where it's like you don't know if something's light, but like
What about light? LH? Does that make more sense for? No, too late. I've already got it.
well,
All
like,
right.
the worst thing.
Light leather? Why did I do that?
I already wrote it to memory. We're not going back.
This is ROM, people. It's one time.
The worst thing about it is when they change they abbreviate the actual item that it is. Knife is KN.
Oh my god! So they're 2-letter abbreviations.
So it's an
Everything?
LTKN.
Well, no, it's just a KN, which is weird because like there are other weapons that are more than 2 characters long. So it's
But
like,
a knife is short, so the letters are only 2. A sword will be SOSWO.
SWD.
Yeah, because it's longer. A great sword is GSWD.
the reason that I don't know specifically for this game, but typically the reason for that is words like and letters in video games from this era, they're not live type. They're literally just sprites from a sprite sheet. So the Japanese like hiragana and kana, like all that is so much more compact. You can like in kanji, you can say a lot of shit
things
in one character.
Yeah.
You can't do that in English. So a lot of times they're limited literally by the amount of space they have in a box. Because it's like, unless they want to reprogram the boxes, which they don't want to do because that takes money and resources to do. So to localize it faster and less and cheaper, you just abbreviate and you do the fucking best you can. And it's the 90s, so no one really cares that much yet. Is also kind of part of it, especially 92. But yeah, it's a disaster because it is straight up. Is BT boot or belt? Can someone tell me?
It does make me wonder, like these early Super Nintendo games, did they literally have less memory on the cartridge? Like, do all Super Nintendo games have the same amount of like ROM memory?
No.
Okay, so like a newer Super Nintendo game might have like a larger, like more memory chips.
It
like
might, but
a
it's
larger amount of memory.
It might, but it's not limited to when it was produced because
It's just how much you want to spend per cartridge.
Yes,
It comes
it
down to
is.
that.
So
Yes.
I was going to
'Cause
ask that. So it's more expensive, obviously, to make a game that's bigger because now you got to
more
pay
ICs.
for bigger
That's
cartridges.
why Mario RPG like maxed out the Super Nintendo what it could do, and those were like $85 a cartridge back then.
Right.
Whoa.
Like straight out of Toys R Us, it was
It's-
like an $85
right,
game.
and it's because
Wow.
Nintendo was charging the developers, or I guess technically the publishers, for the cartridges.
Yeah, the hardware. So they're making
So they're
they're
more
making money
expensive.
on the licensing and the hardware and everything else, but it's
And
more. So they're going to
You
go like, well, we got to
crack that
cram it into
cartridge
the-
open and it's just fucking ICs across the entire board.
Well, it's like what's really interesting is this part isn't interesting. I own Paladin's Quest. Okay, whatever. it's not like a real rare game or anything. But like
Super Turrican 2 is though. And you
Super
had that. You
Turrican
own
2
that.
is definitely box Super Metroid. That's also pretty nice. But like that Paladin's Quest, I should have brought it because like if I were to hand it to you, you would be like, holy shit, this is a heavy Super Nintendo game.
Really?
You can feel it. You can feel like if you hold like Super Mario World
Yeah,
and
ICs
like
are
Paladin's
dense,
Quest and compare them, it's like, yeah, one's heavier, and it's because there's extra shit.
You know, now that
inside
you mention
cartridge.
it, I think I do remember having Super NES cartridges that felt heavier to
Yeah.
me, and
Yeah,
I
that's-
didn't really make the connection. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Ultraman, you can blow on it. It sails across the room.
Disintegrates.
Yeah.
Well, and it blows my mind too that despite that, you know, you think in terms, wow, that's a lot, but you know, you could put literally every Super Nintendo game onto one memory card
Right.
now because you know the future.
Yeah, and have a lot of space left over.
What are you gonna do with fucking 640K of RAM, man? Like, what are you gonna do with all that RAM?
Yeah.
That was the most hairy carry you've ever seen. What are you going to do with all that RAM,
What
man?
are you gonna do with
I'd eat it.
If you were a paladin, would you smite yourself? I would. Cubs win.
Cubs win! Cubs win!
I look at titties and I'm like, oh shit, smite comes win.
Man, look, I got to be real with you. I have been itching to play a paladin who is straight up like, he is just like the worst paladin in the world because like he is just like, I don't know. I always felt it would be fun to play a paladin who is like a paladin of a good god, but it's like the good god that nobody really likes, because it's like the closest a good god can be to Saint Cuthbert, essentially, where it's just like, sorry man, there's right or wrong. And it's like one of those situations where it's like, it's a hard, like the paladin, like people when they're like, don't play a paladin like this, that's what I want to play. Where it's like, no, sorry man, you
black or white paladin,
essentially,
like,
yeah. Where it's
No gray area.
yeah, you stole. Sorry,
I've gotta kill you.
you know, like you're probably possessed or
Well,
something. you know?
Josh is judge in your game.
Yeah,
that he made. Yeah,
totally. Yeah. Anyway, there are no paladins like that in Paladin's Quest because there are no paladins.
Because the name's super deceiving.
Yeah, and there also like there is more mix and match.
Like, where do they even get that term? Like,
see
does the
Flopsy?
character, that one of the characters that's like a main, do they have like paladin-esque qualities or
no, they're like a magician. Yeah, like
Okay.
they're like Harry
So it
Potter.
literally had like they were fucking throwing darts at a dictionary to fucking pick the name of this thing.
No, I think what they were doing was like, oh fuck, a game called Linus probably isn't gonna sell because RPGs aren't as established in North America. So
Right,
it's like
right,
I feel like you kind of like can get away with a little bit more in Japan at the time because like fucking Dragon Quest, like a big, huge fucking deal. So it's like, yeah, we know what RPGs are in Japan, but like, do they know what it is in North America?
Yeah.
Can we tie it into like something that might like give them a hint of like what this is about? It is an RPG. D&D is a thing. They're paladins and D&D.
Paladin's Quest.
Yeah. So I honestly think I don't know, but that would be my
I
guess.
think
as to whether-
Quest would be enough. You know?
Yeah. Space Quest.
Chesney is spelled with a Z.
Yeah.
That is right.
I remember
Continue.
Oh, that's
a long time ago we
Flopsy.
batted around an idea that I still think would be
Flopsy's
fun.
not floppy.
Is the equivalent to an
bad.
old Jewish married couple that are both paladins.
Oh,
Murray and Marilyn Chichester. what's sort of the name? Oh, there's an orc. Oh God. Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta get. No, I don't feel like it. What are you doing? Go, just smite it.
see, I like you like that's a really charming, like that's a very different take. Cause like, I don't know. I like the idea of like not being like a PvP oriented, but definitely like being the guy where it's like, I mean, you got to make decisions, like kind of pushing issues where it's
Well, that's
like,
why I loved in that game where Josh was the judge, very black and white. So I played the most chaotic, neutral,
Right.
party hardy bard that I could.
yeah, no, absolutely, no, I mean,
And he wrote down like, all right, I'm gonna fucking arrest you and kill you as soon as we're done with it.
right, yeah.
You played a bard?
I know, imagine
What?
that, right?
Imagine playing a bard.
A bard or a cleric? Can you imagine?
Bards are fun. I think clerics are fun too, depending on the deity you choose.
Yeah.
Clerics aren't fun when you like. For me, they're not fun when it's like, well, healing domain. Who's the healing god in this game? All right, that's what I do. I heal.
Yeah.
But like mitigating damage, like I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, playing someone who buffs, debuffs, and all that. Like that is,
Yeah,
you're right.
I like that a lot.
Because there's strategy to that. As
Right.
opposed to just wait and heal.
You're
wait and
right.
heal, wait
Right.
and heal.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Also, back to the mix and match. So you got these mercenaries in Paladin's Quest. The magic system, Tyler, you brought this up, and I'm glad that you did because it's probably the biggest mix and match thing in the game, and that is so everyone, the main heroes, Chesney and Chesney, and I'm sure it's not pronounced this way, but I will call her Medea.
Medea. It's Midia. It's Medea.
I think it's probably Medea.
Medea,
but
yeah.
it's a lot more fun for me to say Medea.
So this is Tyler Perry's Paladin's Quest.
Tyler Perry, Kenny Chesney present Paladin's Quest. Have I been practicing that? Yeah.
Paladin.
That'd probably be a better game. I mean,
It probably would. Only if it's FMV. Like low res FMV, Kenny Chesney, Tyler Perry, yes. But like the magic system, like so the two main heroes, they all have magic. Some of them are
space magic.
Space magic. Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it is
just
space, right.
magic, John.
So
It's the same in space as it is on the
The
planet.
power cosmic.
you travel from town to town, and in these towns there are mystics essentially that teach you.
There are water fountains where you fill up your potion, and it's expensive.
There are, yeah. We'll get to that too for sure, because that is another like weird defining feature of this game. But like the way it works is like you go from town to town, and in these towns you can speak to mystics, and those mystics will teach you spells for money. You give them space money, and they give you magic,
You and gold,
knowledge.
gold press platinum. They teach you space magic.
Right. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you can, depending on what spells you have selected, because you can only have, I think, 3 at any time. There's a limited number that you can have, but they kind
So
of
like 3 slots.
they
that you can-
affect what you can do with that magic. Like so, for instance, so Chesney starts out, he can cast fire. You go to the first town,
Smiling fire.
Yes. Because the flames are all smiling.
Yeah, it's like the demon in Howl's Moving Castle, the little flame thing that just.
Man, I need to watch that. I haven't seen
Smiling
no, I
fire
haven't seen
sounds
it.
like really kind of twisted for some reason. It's like, I'm happy that you're burning. You're about to die.
Better put it out. So the first town you go to teaches you sphere.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, what the fuck is sphere? Sphere is like a spell modifier. So now all of a sudden Chesney has fire magic and he's learned sphere. So now he can cast
Fire Rasengan.
fire sphere and affect multiple enemies. So it modifies the spell from a single target
But
to
not
an
Chidori,
AoE.
right? Well, can't do the Chidori yet. That's right.
You know, I don't know if you learned Chidori in this game or not. I did run into a bird man. He could cast bolt, so I guess that's probably
There
as
we go.
close as we
1,000
can
birds. They were perfect.
Everything go grayscale.
The game gets real sketchy for a minute. Yeah. It's interesting. It's confusing because it's not.
So it's like, here's your element, and like this is kind of how you can control it, sort of.
kind of sort of. It like modifies the spell. Like a good like an analogy that maybe it's kind of like, you might know this from D&D. But it's essentially like meta magic feats, where it's like, okay, I'm casting this spell, but I'm modifying it with this ability.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So
It did
there's
have the
that.
thing that something I hated about Final Fantasy II when I made the American release, the remake of Final Fantasy II.
Which is 4, right?
No, that's just straight up 2-2.
Okay.
Like when because
I get real confused with the
when
numbering.
they re-released like Dawn of Souls, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 for Game Boy Advance, which is the original 1 and 2.
Okay.
Remade. Because I loved 1. I still like the original Nintendo 1 more than I like the modern remake of 1. Like
The benefit of modern remake 1 is that it's a much shorter game, depending on how you look at it.
it's much easier. It's
Right.
much shorter.
Right.
But 2, because you have to level up every single spell, every single ability,
Skill, yeah.
everything you have to grind over and over and over and
do
over.
ridiculous things.
And change jobs. Okay, do it again.
Right.
Like everything. Like I fucking.
And
So when
it's-
I heard, oh, your magic gets stronger by using it, so you have to grind your spells. I was like, fuck that.
but like just for spells,
I love monotony, so it sounds like the game.
maybe it's the UO player in me, but like, I sometimes if I enjoy the game, I like chasing that dragon. But I do have to enjoy the game. But to me, it felt more like raising weapon skills in Secret of Mana than it necessarily did Final
Yeah.
Fantasy II. Because in Final Fantasy II, it is everything.
Yeah.
And like that's and
Stupid.
you have to do really stupid things like attack party members and stuff like that to like level up your skills. And it's
Yeah.
like you don't have to do that. but-
Grinding can be satisfying because you have like a goal you're working toward.
Right.
But like when that goal is so far out, or you can see how much you're gonna have to grind, because like if it's a mystery to you, it's different.
There could be
You know
anything
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
box.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's like you're like, I'm gonna have to do this 40 fucking times, like really, that's when it's like,
And then when you get fire 2, it's already way stronger than your 20 hours of Fire One. So yeah, start
Yeah.
over.
I will say that I didn't play. I played this game for like 4 or 5 hours. At no point in time did I feel like the magic was weak. So there is that, and I
It's
was
at least effective.
well, it is effective, and that's what I liked about it too. Was like in most RPGs, I fucking hoard my magic because it's like I gotta like save this MP for the boss at the end of this dungeon. So I guess it's just fucking
demonstrating
fight,
this
fight,
Hack and
fight,
slash.
fight, physical up until I get to the boss, and
Yeah.
then I unleash magic.
Yeah, edge, come.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, but in this game, it's like, man, magic is so much better than physical attacks because it's like my Chesney's knife was like dealing 12 damage, and right off the bat, fire is doing like 18 or 20. So it's like,
Doesn't he have a lightsaber or some shit? He's in space.
well, because that is trademarked.
You're right,
Laser
you're
sword.
right, you're right.
Laser sword.
Laser sword.
And
The,
that's probably
with the
Ray
Z.
gun, laser sword. What's up?
because that would be
Laser
real.
with a Z.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I think the
Chesney.
double-edged sword is that there's no MP in this game.
Right.
So casting spells comes off your health.
Right.
Oh,
So it better be
okay.
fucking powerful.
And there's no healing magic in the game because I guess it would be silly if you're using HP to heal HP.
Cut yourself to heal yourself.
But I disagree. But I disagree with that because then I think it makes it more interesting because it's like if you have a party member that you need to heal, what difference
Like,
does
see,
it
the rule should be you can't heal yourself then. You can only heal your
yourself
party
with it,
members.
right? Or you
Yeah.
can, but it's just a wash,
Yeah.
kind of deal. Because it would be the way but the way you mentioned it earlier, the way that you heal yourself is from these
Your
little
refillable, your hydro flask.
your hydro flask, which is an equipable item. So
The water fountain.
we're back to the water fountain.
This shit's fucking coming together.
Yeah, man. We've been doing this podcast for a while. We're pretty good. That's a joke. We're
Everybody
horrible.
laughed at me. And I don't know why, because I happen to think you are. But I still laugh.
Now I don't-
Everyone
now I don't
loves
believe you.
and appreciates self-deprecation.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
So, like, what sucks about these, like, these hydro flasks is that you have to equip them, and whatever you equip, there's like, so they're belts. right?
Okay, so like, how many like slots do you have? Like,
9.
how
9.
9? Okay, so
No,
so
German, 9.
9.
9, John. I am talking. No, there's 9.
Technically, it would be kind if you were saying none.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Anyway,
you know
sorry.
way more German than I do. I literally just know, like, the things that Hitler
Because
would
9,
shout.
Du Hast! Du Hast! Is that a one? Is
Du
that a
hast
one?
me.
9 is no, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Ich liebe dich, mein Liedchen. Right?
Yeah.
Look, the only German I know I learned from Heckler and Koch and Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Achtung!
Right. Yeah, which I think is danger. I don't know.
It's caution,
It's
I
caution.
think.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the only German I've really heard is really in history class where it's like, man, that guy's fucking pissed. God damn. Chill out, man.
That guy
yeah.
really needs to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we could all
Means
agree.
attention.
Oh, does
attention?
it mean attention?
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What
They
does
were yelling attention at me.
Like, I mean, it had this. It
Yeah, we do that too.
it means that.
John, attention.
Over here, buddy. Over here. Man, he's getting harder to
God, now I'm
control,
questioning myself, though. I think Achtung means attention, but I mean, it's kind of like the different way of.
Huh? Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it all
an
has this.
idea.
It's how you say it, not so much
Right.
what you're saying. So,
it's
anyway,
all tone?
you have 9 slots.
Okay.
Yes, you have 9
slots. So equipping this thing, is it a big deal that you have to equip it? Do you have to put in a
Absolutely.
weapon slot or something?
It is an inventory slot. It's a belt,
Okay.
so you do have to be wearing it in order to use it, which does suck because you can only wear one at a time. So it's like there's a belt for healing and there's a belt for curing poison. And so they're really all in on this mix and match like customizability thing, which is neat, especially for 1992 on a Super Nintendo game. That's pretty neat that they're doing that, but it is inconvenient and not very fun. So that is kind of the flip side of that laser sword.
Google doesn't even seem to know because I'm getting hits for attention and for danger.
I think that it is.
So maybe it does mean
It's
caution,
kind of
like
got
meet in the
yeah,
middle.
it's kind
I've
of a
seen-
double meaning. Yes.
The reason I think
if
caution
you see it
is
on a big
because-
yellow sign, it's
Yeah.
saying caution.
Yeah, I've seen it
but
on
the
like a wet
literal
floor sign.
translation of the word is attention.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Pay
that's-
attention.
Yeah.
The floor is wet.
Yeah.
The chancellor
look on
is evil.
Ian's face.
I was trying to translate that into German.
Oh, okay.
couldn't.
If you do figure that out, let me know.
I knew
I saw the pinwheel spinning.
I forgot
Buffering.
The beach ball.
the beach ball. It was the beach ball. It's been a while.
Hey. Oh, I got to talk to you about that later.
Okay.
Why not now?
We're gonna have a good
Y'all
beach ball
don't want,
conversation
yeah,
later.
you don't want me to like crack open this can of worms because I know the iMac. Did you see the new one?
Oh, I see. I missed the Apple Talk today.
I didn't see it. That was today.
I can't
wasn't
wait
it?
for you to see it because
Okay,
oh
all
my
right.
god, this is right up your alley. Like man, even I was like,
I hope Billiman makes a new iFruit. Then
dude, it's funny.
Foxtrot.
They showed it. I was telling
They showed the
guy,
iFruit?
I literally said iFruit. I
Yeah.
was like, do you remember the old? And I couldn't think of iMac for some reason because I was trying to think of like the first
The
gen.
Foxtrot brand is stronger than Apple.
It was for me. I was like the
I love
iFruit.
it.
They were all named after fruits. Like the purple one was grape. You know? I literally said that, and then they showed it up on the screen, like the evolution of the iMac, and it started with that first like big ass CRT, green Apple or
Right.
whatever.
They didn't show a literal apple because, man, they really missed the
should
boat on
have.
that. Yeah.
Here's the first one.
But it's like this thing
Get
is,
it, everybody? Do you get it? And then you zoom out, and it's a million apples
Oh, there you go. In the shape of an apple.
in the shape of an
And
apple.
then it's the Apple of Eve or whatever from the Assassin's Creed series, and we realize we're all in a simulation.
Fuck, man, you just
Yeah.
blew my mind. Think about it. Man, I missed a real good.
Canada.
I missed a real good Canada. Think about it earlier
Man,
when you were talking about the Canadian. Damn it. Fuck me.
think about it.
Think about it.
Sorry.
But yeah. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to like
No, man.
interject that. I just
No.
man, it's really
I missed it. I wanted to watch it. I missed
Really
it.
fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Even I, who have no desire to have a Mac, was like, man, I would fucking totally use one of those.
I mean, it sounds like now you do have a desire.
I'll
to-
check it out.
Yeah. I guess
I'll check
I
it out
do
tomorrow.
kinda, it's fucking. You're just like, where's the fucking computer? Like,
Yeah.
why did they charge me so much for this monitor?
Right. Yeah. That's what I.
They're
okay.
very thin, and they're like
11
inch. Yeah.
0.5 millimeters.
That's it.
Like,
Computers. How do they work?
How did they work?
yeah.
I'm fucking size queen, man. I need my thick boy.
Yeah.
I need my big old PC,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I want to see them like really lean into like RGB and shit. Like I want a Mac that like completely defies what they're all about, and it's like this motherfucker shits rainbows.
Well, they're getting there because all these iMac come in different colors of
They
the
do.
rainbow.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay,
you know,
good.
But
I
that's
mean,
Apple.
I'm
for
in.
you. Yep.
I'm in.
I didn't see them actually shitting rainbows, but
I'm out.
It looks like they were made of rainbows. Pastel rainbows.
the most expensive rainbow.
Yeah.
A bunch of
yeah.
iMacs
mean-
next to one another. Yeah.
There was multiple occasions of this is the best insert piece of technology here we've ever put into a Mac. And it was like a long list of that.
Yeah.
Like the best mics, the best camera, the best screen, the best everything.
Price tag.
Yeah, I was about to
price
say, what's the price tag on that
Oh, it's
bad
not
boy?
the best price tag, I'm sure. I don't know. They didn't say.
Not for the consumer.
Did we tell you about the
you
chip
have to
shortage?
ask,
All
you
this
can't
is
afford it.
entirely unreasonable.
Well, that's like the thing is fucked up. Is like they've got so much like power just because they have so much money, where it's just like
Yeah.
manufacture it.
Well, I mean, they
we'll just
own
make our own chips.
Foxconn,
Right,
So
and
I
it's-
mean, like
they're
you're
gonna have
gonna make
priority.
these chips
Yeah.
for us
First.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. It's a system on a chip. It's not a separate graphics processor,
Right, yeah.
CPU, RAM, Northbridge,
Oh, see, I
Southbridge,
didn't know all
memory
of that.
controller. It is literally everything on a chip. It's an A10. They call it the A10 chip.
Mm-hmm.
And like Apple's the only one that's got it.
And it's
like,
smashing
Apple's
Intel's benchmarks. It's destroying Intel.
And
in the
because of
benchmarks.
that,
My son got an Air, a MacBook Air,
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Used his Biden bucks. He said that, and they clock that. It's the same chip. They just clock it down.
so it doesn't
for the
get so
Air.
hot.
And
okay.
he said it smokes any computer he's ever had, and that's for the Air.
Well,
it's just crazy.
Yeah, what's wild about it is because all of those are integrated into like a single chip, like you don't have to have this big logic board
Right,
in
sure.
there. Like the logic board is like fucking this big.
And eventually,
And
they're
it's
going to have it to where that is what they put in their phones,
Right.
and it's just going to be insane.
It's got like
crazy.
it's got like a 6-speaker system built into it. It's 11.5 millimeters thick and has like a 6-speaker system with like pretty impressive bass, apparently. Like, it's wild, man. The design is crazy.
It sounds like
Howard Stern would use it to make porn stars come. It's got a good bass.
Good bass, yeah. I remember that. I remember Private Parts. It's been a long time.
That's literally the only part of the movie that I remember.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I just know that's a scene.
Yeah. No, that was a good one for me in middle school. I think it came out
That
in middle school.
and from the Italian Job when he says, "I want a speaker system that'll blow one's panties off." Like that's I always correlate those two.
Now that was in
things
the
because
original, right?
Probably.
They really classed it up in the remake, yeah.
They took some of that harshness out in the remake.
It's a little too blue.
They didn't know the word speaker system in 1960 or whatever.
Your hi-fi. I want a hi-fi that'll blow your boomers off.
This gramophone was
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you spit
No,
up
it's
bourbon.
worth it.
I'm assuming it's bourbon in that flask.
It's bourbon.
Yeah.
It's in the nose a little bit. That's okay.
Sorry.
I can taste it better.
Clears up the sinuses.
Yeah,
that way.
exactly.
It's good for you.
I don't know if there's bourbon in Paladin's Quest or not.
Space bourbon.
That's the best I can
Space
do.
bourbon.
Space bourbon. I just want everything to be space. It was space flask. Space sword.
They could have tried a little. They could have leaned into the space thing a little harder. Because
It just makes me mad that it's called Paladin's Quest and it's like a fucking sci-fi
Isn't that though?
RPG.
Isn't that though?
a bad
What they
name.
call those machines in the mechs in the. Oh, fuck! What is the name of that movie where they?
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, don't they call
I
those
don't
things
know.
paladins?
Oh, I don't
Sounds
know.
like maybe.
Maybe.
I haven't seen that,
That
in a
sounds
really
familiar.
long time.
I think they just did it because it sounded like a cool name to call something.
Yeah.
But I think they call them paladins. I don't know. It's been a minute.
When I hear Paladin in a non like fantasy setting context, I think of the Brotherhood of Steel is what I think.
Oh fuck yeah. Sure. That didn't even cross my mind. Fallout. Yeah.
I feel like it works in Fallout because like Fallout is like a mishmash kind of like a bunch of different like each faction essentially is a genre of something.
Yeah.
And it's like I mean right down to the fucking tunnel snakes, you know. So it's
Well,
like,
yeah, the Brotherhood of
they
Steel is
rule.
kind of
They
like
do
that.
rule.
They are kind of like paladins,
Yeah.
right? I mean, they sort of enforce
Kind of,
their
yeah.
beliefs
It's
on
very black and
everybody.
white,
they're-
and we have the technology and you don't.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Anything else about Paladin's Quest?
Do you have any achievements?
I do. I do have a little bit of trivia that I do think is interesting. This game, when it was published in North America by Enix, which we mentioned, in Japan, and I have to look this up. It was published by Asmic Corporation. Asmic Corporation they're the company that made LSD Dream Emulator.
yeah.
So it kind of like ties things back to something else that we did an episode on Dream Emulator like fucking years ago, and it is also super weird, but in a very different, actually more enjoyable,
Yep.
weirdly.
I would say
way.
so. Yep.
I do have some achievements for this game. The first of which, these came in from Twitch chat. I chose my favorites. We got some good ones. The first one I've got is head, shoulders, knees, and fuck this game. In order to unlock head, shoulders, knees, and fuck this game, spend 20 minutes equipping every body part possible, then change the game because who has time for this? And that came in from Postmaster General Damien.
Horrible adult game. horrible
It's-
for an adult.
It's not very long though, so it has that kind of going for it too. Like, check out the speed run time on this. I can't believe it. Like, this is insane. I don't know how it's done because I didn't watch the video like I should have. But let's see. The speed run on this game, 3 hours 42 minutes. 8 seconds is first place.
Wow.
In second place is like really close, like close enough where it's like, fuck, I wasted 3 hours, 42 minutes, and 6 seconds.
2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's real close. But I think like on average, I think on how long to beat, I think it was like this is like a 25-ish hour RPG, which, I mean, some people would think is the perfect amount of time, because you can replay it with different mercenaries and, you know, all that.
16 and you can only have 4 people, so yeah.
Because, I mean, if it's like a 40-hour game and it's not quality, because it's not, I don't want anyone to think that this game is quality, then it's like, who the fuck wants to replay this?
Yep.
But I don't know. So I think that's the perfect time, at least. Second achievement I've got is Phantasy Star does what Paladin's Quest don't. And in order to unlock Phantasy Star does what Paladin's Quest don't, you put this game down and beat Phantasy Star 4 instead. And that came in from Captain Vallow.
That's fair.
And I do
like
think
that one.
I do think it is worth like comparing the two games or the series Phantasy Star, because it's like Phantasy Star is an RPG that is set in space, and it like really leans into that. You do have
most
ray
definitely.
guns in Phantasy Star, and you have like alien races. You do have different races in Paladin's Quest, but they are more in line with like fantasy races. Like instead of cat girls, you have like elves, but instead of like their ears being long, their ears are long, but they start at their jawline, so they all look like catfish people essentially.
Yep.
And then you have dwarves with like ram horns, and a lot of like other kind of like low effort.
And Phantasy Star 4 came out in 93.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that early.
Yep.
Well, things are kind of starting to add up.
And we played Phantasy Star 2, which came out even earlier, so it came out for the Genesis before this.
I personally think
Well,
that
it
Phantasy
says
Star
here that this came out in '93.
in Japan it came out in 92.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it came out in North America in 93.
Gotcha.
Now, I don't know about Phantasy Star 4. I don't know which.
Phantasy Star 4 came out in Japan in 93 and US in 95.
So Phantasy Star 4 is a ripoff of Paladin's Quest.
Yep.
We've got to the bottom of it. But like,
But 2, which I thought was
Right.
okay, just super grindy, way before this. So like the innovation, everything was there. Like this
for
is
sure,
just
absolutely. But I will say, and this is fucking blasphemy to some people, and I realize it, but I do think I'd rather play Paladin's Quest than Phantasy Star 2 again. Phantasy Star 4, totally different scenario. I think Phantasy Star 4 is really good. I thought Phantasy Star 2 was not good enough for me to finish.
yeah.
Fantasy
It
Star
was also very grindy and confusing.
it was, and that also kind of looked bad.
It was hard. Yeah, it did look bad.
And I thought that also falls in that. Oh, this is a pretty good looking NES game category. Less so than Paladin's Quest, to be perfectly honest, because it's like Paladin's Quest is like, it really does look like someone handed you like a coloring book. Like one of those adult coloring books, you know, that are kind of a little more intricate, but they gave you 4 crayons out of like
The Easter pack.
Yeah. And it's like, go nuts, because it is like
It's
that.
Easter at Shoney's. Here's your Easter themed
Right.
color mat and crayons.
Now eat your all-American burger and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures on Flopsy. Yeah, that's all just. Yeah, it's all pinks and greens and.
There's like not a lot of nuance to the art. It's very like everything has a black outline around it, and it's like there's not a lot of shading or anything. It's a lot of flat colors, which that can be really cool. I do like a flat aesthetic. It's just like really hard to pull off on a Super Nintendo game, especially when you put black outlines
When you
around
have,
everything.
well, and also when you have like a super limited color palette.
Sure, and a limited resolution. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a lot of things working against you.
And limited giving a shit. Like
Yeah.
very limited.
Yeah, I mean, there is that too. I mean, I knew we were in for a rough time when the developer, Copia System, didn't even have a red link on Wikipedia. It was just unclickable text.
Wow.
I looked into them a little bit.
It was a shell company that made this game just for a tax dodge. Okay.
Could be. Maybe they swindled Enix and putting this out. I don't know.
Gave them art. As collateral.
Right.
with it.
Yeah. Did you know that? Yeah, this game is used for money laundering and the mafia.
Some Yakuza's nephew wants to make a game. You need to do it. You need to let him make his game, okay?
I, might actually kind of buy that. I mean, let's not kid. I'm sure that's happening in the mobile game market right the fuck now.
Yeah. Oh,
What
yeah.
does he love? Space and American singer Kenny Chesney.
Man, this just gave me the
And Tyler Perry.
this gave me the fucking image of like you're in this Yakuza like corporate building and it's like you open one room and it's just fucking covered in Kenny Chesney posters. And there's a young Japanese man with a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
A pastel cowboy.
And also the real Kenny Chesney is in a cage in the corner.
He's sharpening a sword. He's wearing a cowboy hat.
He's dressed like Marty McFly whenever he goes back to the Old West.
The pink fringe and shit.
Oh my god.
I like this
Fuck,
way better than I'm sure I would like this game.
Damn, man, you just made me Ray Liotta laugh. Holy shit.
Damn it.
Howdy, Sensei.
So I had to ask in chat like what songs he has done because I know the name Kenny Chesney, but like I could
I
not
have
name
no idea.
a single song. And I think it was Law Dennis who said that she thinks my tractor's sexy. There it is.
It really turns her on.
So,
Okay.
and which is also a song I don't think that I've heard, but I have definitely heard the title of that song. Was that like when did that come out?
Yeah, you use that song as like an example of how like redneck some shit is.
Yeah. I mean, the title, does indicate that is what you would do. Yeah. I mean, nothing against anybody who owns a tractor. I mean, fuck. I'm sure they're super useful, but you know.
They are. It's still a ridiculous fucking song.
1999.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Well, maybe Capia was just in on this, like the fucking like underground Kenny Chesney back when he was
Playing
Kenneth Chesney.
clubs.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
yeah. He was more bluesy then, I think.
It's funny, my
Plowing those fields in the hot summer sun.
Oh, God damn! I'm getting turned on. Jesus Christ!
Over by the gate. Yonder. Here she comes.
The tractor.
With a basket
It
full of chicken
fuck. It is the tractor.
and a big cold jug of sweet tea.
Nope. Nope. No, I'm looking over here at Ian. He's got like a real like Michael Scott face going on right now from just the cringe.
I make a little room
Yeah.
and she climbs on up. I open up the throttle and stir up a little dust. Look at her face. She
falls off the wheel well
ate.
to her death.
Also,
Caught in the combine.
also, if you're stirring it up and dust is coming out, you need to fucking service that a little more frequently.
Look at her face. She ain't a foolin' me. She thinks my tractor is sexy. It really turns her on. She is always staring at me while I am chugging along. She likes the way I'm pulling while tilling up the land. She's even crazy about my farmer's tan.
Are you
Okay,
fucking
wait,
kidding me?
Wait. This is a joke song, right? Like I mean, like
This is a huge
I
hit.
think this was real.
So was the streak, right? I mean, like
Yeah. So is Pac-Man Fever.
this is like a novelty song, right? Like
I don't
know.
so.
I think this is a legit country. Like
no,
legit-
we're not calling that legit country.
it's tractors
No.
and fucking man. It is-
A legit country song about masturbation. Because
mean-
that's the only reason she likes riding in the tractor, obviously.
and she's trying to hide it. She doesn't
Yeah,
want her
she's
to
like,
know.
Oh fuck, man! I didn't catch that at all.
Tractor's getting her off, man.
I didn't catch that.
And she's like,
Oh, God.
Maybe
here's
that
some
is
tea
it.
and chicken. Eat this and dry while I fucking come. You
Yeah.
piece of shit.
While I fuck your tractor, I brought you some fried chicken and sweet tea. I'm gonna
Choke
fuck
the
your
chicken.
tractor now.
Vibrators are of the devil.
You
My
choked
pastor told me, but I can
chicken.
ride this tractor.
Fuck, I'm just an innocent summer child.
I had
didn't-
no idea.
No,
I had idea.
no.
Well, I
wonder.
wouldn't have gotten it either if he hadn't read it in his fucking
way that he
voice.
did.
Then it just dawned on me. That's what that face was about. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my God, this is a masturbation song.
She's
Wow.
yeah.
She's dancing in the dark.
We ride
riding the
back and
washing
forth
machine.
until we run out of light.
Thought was
Take
gonna
it
be
to the
gas.
barn, pull it up for the night. Then they just talk about all the dreams they have
And then
together.
she goes straight to bed.
Yeah.
Because she's fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
She's been doing this for hours.
And then she's telling about all the kids she wants to have.
Her
Like
jeans are
she just
soaked
come
and-
really hard. She's like, man, yeah, all right. I
Look,
could have some kids now.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the song a lot better than I did.
Yeah. This is a way better.
I kind of see why it's a hit now because I got a lot of images in my mind that I'm glad are there.
It's a real big hit with women. Tractor sales went through the fucking roof.
Yeah,
They all wanted a tractor.
I think Sibians are a little bit less
do you
expensive.
have one
Like,
that
just a little
vibrates
bit.
more?
How about a riding lawnmower? Where she's in love with my riding lawnmower.
It's electric.
She ain't into cars or pickup trucks, but if it runs like a deer, man, her eyes light up.
Product placement, classy.
This one's got a
You
real
can't
smooth
come riding in the
ride.
truck.
Show me
You got-
the other one.
Wow.
Kenny.
Next
So
achievement.
that's Kenny Chesney. I've heard that name for
All right.
like a long time, and I've never known what a fucking Kenny Chesney song was.
Me neither.
And now I do.
I mean,
Now you know a lot more than
a
you
lot
did.
more.
I feel better.
So
for
much
it.
more.
Yeah.
So did she after riding that tractor for a few hours.
Do you think his back
I'm no
got
longer
wet?
hysterical.
He's what?
Do you think his back got wet? Like he'd been like riding at a water park or something? Because she's like behind him.
Well, she could be riding on the
They
wheel
have-
well. It depends on what kind of tractor it is.
Oh my God, you know too much about tractors. I don't know how they
Yeah,
work. I
well.
just figured there was like a seat.
Well, you know about coming. John knows about tractors. We could work with this. We
All
can
right,
put these
with
worlds
our
together.
with our powers combined, we can put together a real Paladin's quest. Third achievement is looks great for an NES game. In order to unlock, looks great for an NES game. Unlocked by thinking Paladin's Quest looks great for an NES game. Only to realize it's an SNES game, and that did come in from Guitar Man Dalton. I just thought that was the fucking funniest thing because it does look like an NES
Yeah.
game, like it does,
like a good one,
like a real good one.
but an NES game, but an 8-bit game on a 16-bit system.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like that. And there is a sequel to this game that was Japanese release only.
Dodge that bullet.
Well,
Did you? How does the list work? I don't know.
no, oh yeah, we
Only-
did.
I think yours is only U.S.
Okay.
Right. We are not
Fucking
under
Matrix that shit.
contractual obligation to cover that game, but the downside is it looks like way better than this game.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
like it kind of looks like they refined the art style. It's still in the stupid setting, but what are you gonna do?
It's like, guys, did you know we can use twice as many colors?
Yeah. Oh shit! Fuck man.
Like, we didn't have to. Yeah, we can use twice as many.
The fucking artists are like, what? Wait, what?
This computer
2
won't even
times the
do
colors?
that. This is an Amiga.
Does anybody else have any achievements? Tyler?
No.
John, Ian? All
I
right.
didn't even know what game we were playing.
Yeah,
Right,
I
until we
don't
got
either.
here,
right.
so.
Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to
I'm
check.
usually more prepared, but not this week.
I thought the music in this game was the best thing about it. When I looked into it, it turns out that the composer, yeah,
Oh, that's where all the memory went.
it sure as hell didn't go on the item names. The composer is Tohei Tanaka, and it's like that name doesn't mean anything to me. But then when I start looking at what they have done, they did the opening and closing arrangements for Dragon Ball, the music for Mobile Fighter G Gundam, a song for Pokemon the movie 2000. They co-wrote all of the music for One Piece, which is a popular anime.
Yeah.
They did the music for Assassination Classroom, which is an anime I've heard the title of, so I assume it's popular. I don't know. And Sakura Wars, which is also another one where it's like, haven't seen it or know anything about it, but I have heard the title, so it's probably pretty popular.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting.
So what you're saying is a guy from Kentucky who's heard the title probably. It's
Right.
probably
pretty popular.
in Japan.
Yeah. or in other parts of this country because I mean,
that's entirely possible.
like when I've seen the name mentioned before in past, like on like the TADPOG Discord, it's like, okay, that's probably one that people watch.
Yeah.
Or at least know more about than I do. So guys,
Yeah.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I have some questions for you.
Sure, I can make some shit up.
If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I would give it the beard of blood oozing out of open wounds from the guy who had stigmata in the X-Files movie
In
at
the movie
beginning.
Stigmata. Yeah, I don't remember. I saw the X-Files movie. It had bees in it. That's all I remember.
Because there's some priest at the beginning who has like stigmata. It's the whole big thing, but then, everyone's kind of disappointed with it. So,
They did a sequel to that,
The
right?
X-Files
A
movie?
recent sequel.
Yeah. Was it good?
Recent-ish. I didn't hate it. I didn't really like it. I didn't hate it.
Okay.
It was watchable.
Yeah.
It was okay.
All
It was
right.
okay.
Okay.
I just don't remember enough about the X-Files to really... Like, I want to go back and, like, watch
You
that
wanna
movie.
believe?
You want to
Yeah, I wanna
believe?
believe.
God damn it. You beat me by like a full second.
I just wish
My
I
show,
remembered
man.
more
Damn.
about it. Like, I remember I watched a lot of episodes of it, but I just don't remember.
I'm
very
right
many
there
of
with
them.
you. I don't either. I don't have a lot of recall, and I've never gone back and tried to rewatch because I was let down. I think I've said this about this show before. On this show, X-Files really let me down, and I just kind of like,
I liked all the Monster of the Week stuff that they did in
Yes,
X-Files, but I didn't
yes.
like the alien thing, which is really a shame because that's what that
Which
show was
the
about.
overarching, the
Yeah.
overarching plot.
And I don't think that
it
would
fell flat.
Nikki did a full rewatch maybe like a decade ago, and I watched some of it here and there. She really likes it, and I respect the X-Files, but man, it's like when it gets like
the respect files.
The respect
Yeah, right, exactly.
I agree. I respect it, but I don't think I'm interested anymore. You know what I mean?
And I don't know that like a lot of that alien stuff is like so. I don't know. It just anytime I think of the gray alien, it totally reminds me of like Dr. Seuss hats and
Sean Miller and
right. It's Puga necklaces, Puga shell necklaces.
four non-blondes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, and now they've got this footage of these actual UFOs that's been released and verified by the Pentagon that we don't know what the fuck it is. Now that the magic of that is no longer a thing because we really have apparently aliens flying around.
But they're not like these are aliens. They're just
They
like
say they don't know what they are.
we don't know what they are, which is honestly more terrifying than if they had said these are aliens.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what do
We
you mean
assume-
they don't
you're
know
right.
what they are?
We assume
I
they're
saw the
aliens,
dude
but-
scan it in his plane. Tell me what it is.
We don't
the
have
prob-
scanners that work like that, sir. We can basically tell you how high up it is
Well,
and how
who
fast
does?
it's going.
Enhance! Enhance!
Who does? Because if we don't, we're fucked, man. All right.
The
fund
problem is that we're a pre-warp civilization, so they won't come talk to us.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
We're probably. I mean, they're probably better off. I was about to say we're better off, but they're probably.
Oh
better
no,
off.
they're definitely better. Off.
I told Tanya the other day, they don't. They're on the internet. They're tapped into our communication.
They are the internet.
They know what we are, and
Yeah.
they don't want to have anything. They're going to fly around and
God, yeah.
spy on
Dude,
us, but they don't want to meet us.
I wouldn't want to come to this fucking backwaters planet either.
Well, they released one of them among us, and that's Elon Musk.
Yeah,
So
right.
he is trying to
He's
bring
trying
up.
so hard.
You know, they're like
people.
reading some fucking Facebook posts and shit like, are you fucking kidding me? This is the same species that has robots on another fucking planet? Like, really? This one's flying a helicopter on another planet.
That's why we
and
fucking
this
came
one
here.
thinks the fucking planet is flat. Like, what? How is that
The
possible?
robots are the only reason we came here. We saw them flying around
We saw the
robot.
robots. We were like, oh, they're cool, right? No, they're not cool. Like,
Oh,
like
they-
a small
they got
fraction
really
of them
lucky.
are cool.
Yeah.
They're super not cool. The whole solar system kind of sucks, honestly, if you ask me. I mean, it's just a cul-de-sac of
many
despair. I mean, who, you know?
I wouldn't
One-
go
one-
so far as to call it a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Too many gas giants, man.
Yeah. One habitable planet. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Pretty weak.
Yeah.
We need that gas.
You can grow
giant.
potatoes
I'm
on
just saying.
Mars.
Oh, no, we totally.
Right?
We need the one.
We need the one.
We got like 3 of them. bitches,
Yeah,
though.
but that's okay too. We need the one. I don't care about the others. We
Yeah,
need
that,
the big
that
one.
big one in the middle.
We,
He's
we would be
important.
gone a long time ago if it hadn't been for that guy.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would it be?
Your empty hydro flask as you consume the last drop of water and just need a little more to get by, but you're out.
You're out.
done.
You're out,
And you're,
baby.
when you're away from a town, way far away from a town to get more. It's hard. It's hard.
It is hard on these mean streets.
Yeah.
Tyler, I forgot to ask you a question. This is for everybody.
Mm-hmm,
If you were to buy this game loose, how much do you think you would pay for it on average?
$6.88.
$6.88 from John,
$8.88.
$8.88 from Tyler.
Just prices right, me.
I'm gonna go.
Not really.
Not really. Not really. I'm gonna go on a little bit of the high end.
Okay.
And say $12.72.
$12.72. Actual retail value of Paladin's Quest loose for the Super Nintendo on average. Yes, John? Nothing. At the time of this recording is $35.24.
God damn.
Yeah.
A little
Well,
bit
I
of a
thought
rare
just-
boy.
I thought it wasn't rare.
According to Flopsy,
I was cheating, so I thought.
If we can refer to the sacred text of the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library 1991 through 1998 by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, this game is uncommon. It's uncommon.
Okay.
And they gave it 3.5 stars, which does seem a little high considering that SOS was like 4. But okay, this is nowhere near that, in my opinion. But yeah, and it wasn't even reviewed by KY, so I don't know why. I don't know why it's so high. So that all reminds me, if we were to compare this game to the other Super Nintendo RPGs that are not gems, I'm talking the Tecmo's Secret of the Stars, the Seventh Sagas. Like, where does this one kind of fall? I mean, like, obviously it doesn't belong on TADPOG's top 100 is
Nope.
my guess.
Nope.
Yeah, I agree with that. But like compared to those other non-blockbuster RPGs, like where does it fit? Because like it has a lot in common with Tecmo's Secret of the Stars in that it feels like an NES RPG on the Super Nintendo. And it also feels really weird at times, which is all of Seventh Saga.
Yep. I mean, it has some of its. It has a few good points to it, so I wouldn't say like it's bottom barrel by any means. I guess right now I'd put it smack dab in the middle.
I would too. Although with what being at the bottom.
Tecmo.
Really? See, I'm flip-flopped on that. Because, like, I thought Seventh Saga was kind of cool, but I do like having a party in an RPG. And, like, I don't like the fact that the character I chose in Seventh Saga is like, sorry, man.
Oh, you can't beat the game.
It's like super hard to beat the game with that guy.
Yeah.
But we didn't tell you.
No, you're right. That's true.
Well, maybe I can get someone to join my party to help. No, it's just you.
They hate you. The person you want hates you because you picked that guy.
Well, maybe I can just like go back and grind a little bit. No, you saved. You're stuck. You got to beat this guy.
that
or-
makes it worse. They level up too, so really you should be at even lower level if you want to stand
fuck.
a chance.
I forgot about that. You're right. They level up with you. So
Yep.
yeah, there's no fucking.
At some
sense in it.
point, people are unbeatable.
God, right? God, yeah, that's at the bottom. I'm
So
sorry.
that game's fucking broken. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
You just can't play it certain ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I felt like this falls in the category for me is like the same category as Secret of the Stars, where it's like truly, honestly, like this is 100% true. If I either didn't work a full-time job or have a child, I'd probably play through all of Paladin's Quest. Might not enjoy it, but I wouldn't feel like I'm
Be entertained enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel like I'm wasting my time. It would just be like
Interesting enough to want to see what's next.
right. Yeah, exactly. And I feel that way about Secret of the Stars as well. That's another one I feel like, because like honestly, by the end of the stream with Paladin's Quest, I could have sat there for another 4 hours just doing it because I kind of like got into the groove of it, and it's just like, okay, this is like. Now, if I wasn't talking to people while I was doing it, that might make a huge difference. You know, like if it's just me alone playing it, then it might have been, I mean, it definitely would have been a completely different experience. But yeah, like streaming it, like, fuck yeah, I could have done that for like a very long time just because while I'm doing the grindy bits, instead of watching Frasier or whatever I would be doing in the 90s or, you know, which is also a lie because, God, we were one TV household for a super long time. But like...
the 2000s.
Right. Yeah, right. Now we're getting into it. But I mean, yeah. I
Got that DVD collection.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Fired it up.
Yeah. God, that's what I did.
Yours was fucking epic.
Yeah.
That's because of
DVD
culinary
collection's
school.
huge.
For
Yours
2
was
years straight,
out of
I
control.
slept 8 hours. I played Final Fantasy 11 for 8 hours, and I went to culinary school for 8 hours. I did that for 2 years, and I would just watch
pretty good, honestly.
TV on DVD for those 8 hours I was playing Final Fantasy 11.
I believe it. Like I remember looking at the wall in your house and just being like, my God.
And you could those had been in there for so long, you could just pull them out as a solid cube.
They're fused together.
They're like veneers.
I chipped them apart and sold them at McKay's in Nashville. And got more money than I expected to get.
No, I think you made the right call
Yeah.
there because, I mean, all that stuff you can pretty much...
Standard format
get.
DVD.
Yeah.
I could just download any of that now, no problem.
Although I have a confession to make, and that is I have a DVD player that is hooked up to the CRT in my office, and that motherfucker has composite. And it's like, man, I'm busting out all this fucking old anime on DVD.
Yeah.
And I'm watching some shit in 4:3, man. You gotta believe it.
Did you say you have this game?
I do. I have Paladin's
Did you
Quest.
buy it like in a bundle?
I did not. No.
Bought it outright.
So sometimes what I'll do is...
I think it's an uncommon game, so it's desirable to get it at a good price.
yeah, and it's... I didn't overpay for
I was going
it.
to say, did you pay in that range, the pricecharting.com price for that, or did you get a deal?
I got a deal, but not a great deal.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'm going to be honest, and this is another confession. Like when we do a game, I mean, that's an excuse to find that game and buy that game. And
Yeah.
it's the same with the
Yeah.
SNES because like I'm collecting this stuff. So it's like, you know, might as well check it out. You know, while I'm doing the research, it's like might as well see how much it is. And if I find it out there and it's under the going rate, well, might as well buy it because I'm going to buy it.
Well, the other
eventually.
thing about uncommon games, rare games are going to be really hard to find, I would think. But uncommon games are just going to get more uncommon as time passes. So
Yeah.
it's like if you can find an uncommon game for a really
Then
decent
just
price,
wait for it to evolve into a
fucking-
rare one.
Yeah.
fucking get it, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Like Pokemon.
But it's
when
like-
it evolves, you can sell
your
it for a
your
lot.
Paladin's Quest evolved.
Yeah, but like Daffy Duck, like the Marvin missions, I can't find a deal on that game. Like I cannot find a copy of that game that is lower than the average price. So it's like, well, I guess I won't.
That game
I won't
actually
buy that one.
That game actually sounded fun.
I thought that it was. Yeah, I thought it's not like a great game, but it's like
Right.
I think it's worth checking out if you're into fast platformers. If you're into mazes, because there are like a lot of mazes. But it's like the same with the SNES Club on the Discord. It's like Turtles in Time is the game of the month, and it's like, man, I don't own Turtles in Time, and that is a fantastic Super Nintendo game. Seriously, Turtles in Time is amazing. Beat 'em up for the SNES, and it's like I'm gonna buy this, and it's like fuck, I cannot find a copy of this game for under $60. But that's like the going. I mean, like what fucking sucks
I would
is
have
like
thought that would be pretty common.
I mean,
too,
before COVID, it was like a $45 game, but like everything's kind of gone up. So I've said this on the show before. it is a bad time to buy games, but I'm doing it anyway. Just
It's a
because,
bad time to buy anything.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
I get enjoyment out of it, so it's like, well, I mean, fuck. And as long as I do it slowly and I'm not stupid about it, I don't
Yeah.
feel crazy bad about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like Turtles in Time. I'm waiting for a copy that's under $60. I've bid on so many and lost because like my maximum bid is 60, and I've lost like at least 3 copies to someone who bid 61.
Yeah.
And it's just like I just won't do it. It's like eventually.
Yeah.
Your own black or white Paladin. That's it. So I'm gonna bake.
I mean, pretty much unless I really, really, really want something. But like the thing is, I have to distinguish between something that I really, really, really want. Because I mean, I've got a fucking SD to SNES flash cartridge that has literally all the games that I legally own on it. So
Your backup copies.
right. So I don't need to really buy any of these games. I just want to have them. And it's
Well, there's totally something about having original hardware.
and it's I don't know, a lot of it's like, and this is kind of silly too, because I'm not the only fucking person in the world doing this, but it's like weirdly when I buy a copy of this, I know like that I'm going to take care of it and that it's not gonna fucking disappear in fucking time. Where it's like, and like I know that's stupid because like thousands of these things exist, but it's like, I don't know, man.
You're preserving one.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah,
It's weird.
You're preserving
It's-
one of those copies. And
when
you
the
never know what's gonna
neuromancers
happen.
sort through our civilization, they will find this preservation in all these games.
Yeah, they'll find that my office will be gone, but the bookshelf will be standing with all the games in it.
Like
Yeah, so-
Stonehenge. With
So you are essentially contributing to games like Paladin's Quest evolving into rare games because you're not
Absolutely.
putting them back out there on the market.
No, God no.
So
No, and I don't have like I'd have to be on pretty like shaky ground in order to be like, well, I got to sell. Like I'd sell my. I've been contemplating selling fucking my Deadpool collection to buy Super Nintendo games, but I haven't done it because it's like I don't know, man. Deadpool's pretty popular,
Yeah.
and I bought these comics in the '90s and the early 2000s at cover price, and it's like pretty much all of them are like worth more than that because Deadpool's pretty popular now.
yeah.
right, but if you're going to sell them, you don't want to wait until Deadpool's
I
not popular.
I know, but that's the game.
Unless you just
always.
don't want to sell them.
I don't.
Then
wanna
it's
sell
just a good excuse
Yeah.
to not sell.
yeah, I don't want to sell them. Yeah. But anyway, because it's like I think about the time that I put into collecting those and preserving those because I take good care of those too. And it's just like, I don't like, I'm not going to sell these unless I have to, you know, where
What
it's a
it-
situation where it's like,
What's that Iron Man that you had? Does you have like a Iron Man 6 or something?
I have X-Men 12
Oh, okay.
is what I've got, which you'd think would be worth a lot, but the last time I checked, it's super not.
No.
And I think it's 12, and I say that because it's like that was a comic that I got when I was in middle school, and I read it once and was like, well, I'm just gonna put this away because it's super old. Even then, it was like super old, and I remember looking it up and being like, oh, is that all that it's worth? Okay. Because it's got like and again, I might have the number wrong. So if anybody's looking it up right now, you might be like, well, fuck, stupid motherfucker. 12's like super rare. It had like a guy in it, like a villain essentially that never showed up again. So it's like, it's one of those where it's like, well, if that guy happened to catch on, this might be a super expensive like collector's item, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of old.
Well, I had every issue of G.I. Joe and the Transformers comics I bought them number 1 up through like
Marvel published those, didn't they?
yeah, up through like 35 issues or something. You know, I was really into it, and then they rotted. They rotted away.
Where were they stored?
Well, I
telling
didn't.
me
I,
this.
we were moving. Tanya and I had just gotten together. She was pregnant. We had this shitty little Toyota Corolla, and I had packed up all my comics that I had and put them in my trunk when we were moving, and I forgot that they were in there. And
Oh, yeah.
6 months later,
Yeah.
I opened it
I
up.
remember
and
the story.
blipped.
Yeah.
It was like the blip in game.
Yeah.
I picked them up, and they just literally
Fuck.
turned to dust. They
Man, I forgot you've told me this story. I forgot
I
about
think
it.
I
right
mentioned
now.
it before, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
had
probably
all
drunk
the-
when you told me.
Yeah, well, so was I. So, I had all the G.I. Joe and Transformers, and I had a number of like pretty good Spider-Man. Like it was offshoot, like the Web of Spider-Man. You remember that
Yep.
comic?
Oh yeah, of course.
I had like issue 1 through some odd of that, you know. I had all the original Mortal Kombat comics.
I did not even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I had some pretty neat ones. I don't know if they were worth anything, but I would have liked to have had them and kept them.
Yeah, it sucks.
You know, but I forgot. We were trying to live, you know, trying to do our thing. And I forgot they were there, and I went out. I had a jean jacket out there, an old Levi's jean jacket that I had painstakingly painted by hand the Dark Side of the Moon album cover on the back of. It rotted away too.
That sucks.
I was very proud of that jacket. But yeah, it's just kind of shitty. So yeah, hold on to them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I
was kind of not really the moral of the story, but it just kind of I wish I had them.
Yeah.
You know,
Temperature control is important, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why I haven't put the comics in the attic.
Yeah,
Because
no,
it's
don't
like
do
I was like
that.
I've told Henry, I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry your closet is full of comics. One day I'm gonna find a spot for these, but like right now I don't have a spot.
No.
So
It's our Earthbound is at my brother's house, so
yeah.
I'd love to enshrine it in my shrine, but
Yeah, just because of the
Temperature
Temperature
control
out
out
here,
here. Yeah. So yeah, I guess my point is that I just like, I don't know, man. It's just neat. It's just neat to have them because it's like it is a weird preservation thing, and it's also I don't know. I've got something that another human had and might have loved, and it's like it's also weird because like as much as I like the labels to be pristine and everything, and I definitely clean everything, I even like the games that I get that have like a fucking like rental, the rental.
Yeah, how
sticker
many
on
people
it.
played this game and enjoyed it?
Right.
And that goes back on what we were talking about earlier about art. And
Yeah.
how that's why I like it. I like its history. I like its story. I like its life and what happened to it, you know, and that has a certain value.
Totally, absolutely.
But I think it should stop at who values it and not so much as be used as currency. So
Yeah.
you're not trying to buy up all this stuff to hoard it and then turn around and make a fortune off of it later. You're collecting it for what I believe to be the right reasons. So that's really cool. And I hope you get them all.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's probably
tough.
not going to happen, but I mean, it's fine if it doesn't,
Sure.
because it's fun.
You're enjoying the
it's fun
process.
doing it anyway. Right? Exactly. It's fun slowly building it, and it's like that copy of like the copy of Super Turrican 2 that Michael May I Come sent and that you mentioned earlier. It's like, I'm going to cherish that fucking cartridge because it's like there's a story behind that cartridge, and that is every time I look at that cartridge, I'm going to think about him. I'm going to think about this show. I'm going to think about you, Tyler. I'm going to think about the people who have been on this show. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's very superstitious, especially for someone like me who doesn't like have a lot of faith. But I mean, it's one of those like items of power.
in the
kind of
Dresden Files, that's how it works. So yeah.
thing. So I don't know. That's kind of part of it. And that's all I have to say about game collecting. Sorry.
You got any more questions then?
I thoroughly enjoyed all of them.
Thank you. I do have some questions. I have some questions that were sent in from one Ross Rachel Green
From
from
across the pond.
If we are all interested in taking that. If not, I'll tell them that no one bit and try again next week. I don't know.
No, let's do it.
All right.
Oh,
okay.
no. We're totally doing it.
This is going to be even
I like
more
Ross.
of a shit show than usual.
Well, see, and
We got
this is
4 people who don't know
He
the fucking
fucks
answer.
to us. So yeah, we should take Ross's
what?
quiz.
He what?
he fucks to our podcast. Like
Are you serious?
he was having sex with his wife whenever I said nice cock. And he and his wife were fucking and burst out into
that was
laughter.
Ross said that. I thought Gentle G said that.
Oh, I thought it was Ross and Simone that said that.
Oh,
Like they were camping and fucking listening to Tadpog.
I'm gonna pretend it was Ross and Simone that said that.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that it was both of them, and that
Okay.
they were all
And that they
together
were all
at
in the same
time,
room
in the-
together. Yes, yes.
in the same.
That's
time.
like way hot.
There's a honeymoon scenario. They went to the Isle of Man, the honeymoon.
to
they
see the
ran in.
muskrat. Yeah.
Yeah.
This quiz is entitled "Bile Spewing Below."
You
Ross-
had me at bile.
Ross begins.
Had me at spewing.
I watch a lot of crappy videos that Facebook suggests I watch because they have annoyingly catchy names. One in particular was a chef stating that he knows how to make hash browns that taste just like fast food hash browns. So, of course, I had to watch it. I wonder what fast food is there?
The fried disc.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I think of when I think of fast food hash browns.
Who else has? Wait. McDonald's has hash browns. So
Yeah, they have the patty.
Fast.
They have the
That oval shaped
right.
thing. Yeah.
Because like I wouldn't consider like Waffle House hash browns to be fast food.
Yeah, those are scattered. Yeah,
But they're
definitely not.
the first thing that come to mind when
Fuck,
someone
yeah,
says
they
hash
are.
browns.
Yeah,
And it's like
absolutely.
you bet we looked up a taste alike recipe of that and do that on Sundays because it's fucking delicious. And because I don't want to go to Waffle House because I mean when I get the second round of Pfizer,
it's not two and
we'll
you're not
see.
drunk. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that is true.
No, it only makes sense when you're drunk because if you've gone there sober, you're like, this costs way too much for what it is.
And I'm glad you brought that up, John, because I just saw a meme the other day that said something along the lines of like, I don't know, you're not something American, I guess, unless you've been in a Waffle House drunk at 2 a.m. And I remember I showed it to Nikki and I said, John and I have been drunk at a Waffle House when the sun was up.
Yep.
You watched the sunrise from within Waffle House.
And that was at Tyler's bachelor party weekend.
That Waffle House was in Nashville.
Yeah, it sure was.
I'm sorry I missed out on that.
I can't remember if I brought the old granddad with us or not, but that is what we had been drinking.
Yeah. Wow. Man, you just fucking unlocked some shit. It was way back there.
Yeah, man, those are good times, dude.
We had so many bananas today. Fuck.
And to tie it all together, guess who sent me a banana meme today? It was Cockmaster Ashley Shake. He sent me a cryptic message that said, and this is if you don't know Cockmaster Shake, this is absolutely his style. He'll pop in out of the blue and say, hey, Dave, I have an interesting insight to share with you about a pretty big discovery I made recently. I think you'll find it funny, but also kind of interesting and insightful. What do you think it's about?
Yeah, that's Shake.
And then he said it's about bananas. And to which he said, do you want to guess more specifically? And then he said, I'll be impressed if you remember this, though. And it's like, oh, fuck. Shake's giving me a memory test, which is also a thing that he definitely does to me.
To everyone. It's his way, like, prove that you care about me by remembering something we had in common 10 years ago. I was just going to say,
how important am I to you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the period, the punctuation on that was, it was something you recommended to me. So, and I have no idea. My reply was, it's about bananas, banana emoji. So anyway, Ross continues. These hash browns, they require 3 ingredients: potatoes, salt, and gallons of duck fat.
Okay.
Which I guess is that technically lard? It's animal fat. Is that?
I mean, I would think of lard as pig fat more than I would think of.
What's duck fat?
Oh, duck fat's amazing.
Duck fat is duck fat's good.
What's it taste like?
Like duck fat.
It's so like there are Michelin star French fries, and it's all like all the high end stuff like that is all done in duck fat. So like there are, because I actually I want you to think about this like a month ago.
Like consistency or flavor or something.
It's a more deep flavor, a heavier, like it'll make a French fry a lot more crunchy on the outside, warm and fluffy on the inside. Like it's just, it doesn't have like it doesn't taste as heavy either.
Oh, okay.
I mean, granted, I haven't had duck fat fries or anything since I lived in DC.
We need
so
to
it's
make
been a
this
long
the
time.
standard.
Yeah, man.
Start killing ducks.
It's just
Hey,
it's just hard to get a hold of.
I got a brother-in-law that's fucking all he does.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of fat
just start
ducks.
harvesting the fat. from
How
the ducks
do
you
I'm afraid
kill.
to ask this question, but how does one get the fat from a duck?
That I don't know.
And how many ducks does it take to make one serving of hash browns?
Because I remember I would get
ducks
just
don't seem fat.
That's what I'm saying. You see a lot of
tablespoons.
big, heavy set ducks
Yeah.
flying through the
That's
air.
a goose.
because I bet 4 tablespoons of duck fat at the place I worked at in DC was like $10.
Holy shit!
Wow.
So like when you see people deep fat frying fries in duck fat, like it's high end expensive
So
shit.
you're paying $80 for a plate of fries.
Yeah.
How often do they change that fat out though? Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
you gotta probably extend that fat out.
I would think
gotta-
you use
Because
it
it'll
for
be
a
in like
while.
Everything
multiple
you can.
stages because you'll do like a low fat fry. So you'll have 2 fryers going. So the low temperature fry to get it cooked, and then you throw it into a high temperature fry to make it crispy.
Oh
yeah.
my god, that's so
Crisp it up.
fucking smart. I never thought about that shit. You know things.
So like frozen French fries, you just throw them to the high heat. But if you're
Yeah.
taking fresh cut fries, yeah, you want a 2-stage fry.
Man, that makes sense. Holy shit. I like talking about fries with you people.
I want
This
some
is good.
fries right now.
Fuck
like
yeah,
my
man.
fucking life
Yeah.
depends on it.
Like when
do
the
it.
mics
Blaze
are
it.
off, I'm gonna tell you about this sauce that I made.
Okay.
It's fucking amazing. Sorry.
Ross continues. I
fat.
suppose he said he could make them, not that they would be healthy. It all seems to be going well. He grates potatoes, washes, salts, cooks gently in duck fat, leaves to cool, then shapes them into hash brown shaped pucks. So there we go. There's the fast food restaurant,
yeah.
McDonald's Oval. The bit that really boiled my piss was that, I'm sorry, I need to say that more British. The bit that really boiled me piss.
Is that grinds my
Oh, me piss.
is that grinds my gears, but in British
Yeah, I think it is.
boils me piss.
The bit that really boiled his piss was that the process took about 25 minutes, and after shaping, you had to leave them for at least 4 hours, or better yet, the next morning.
It's like 8 in the morning. Ross is getting everything ready for hash browns in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And nope, tomorrow's
4
breakfast.
hours? Why would you? What?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I've been a short order cook. I've made hash browns before. I never remember leaving.
But have you made them with duck fat?
duck fat.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I mean,
Maybe
I feel
that's the
like these are
difference, yeah.
fancy ass
Maybe
fucking.
they have to breathe.
fast
So he's
food hash
okay. So
browns.
he grates it. So he has the grated,
He grates
hash
potatoes,
salts them,
washes.
cooks that as a slow cook in duck fat.
He says salts. He grates potatoes, comma, washes, comma, salts, cooks gently in duck fat, comma, leaves to cool, then shapes them into hash brown shaped pucks.
Okay, so he's not golden browning them. He's cooking them through and molding them together so they stick. Okay,
I presume.
that's what I'm trying to put it together.
I honestly don't know. I don't know if when I was talking earlier about us making hash browns, what I meant to say was Nikki does all that shit and I fuck off in the living room. I don't know anything about any of this. I can make eggs. Yeah, I can make eggs. It doesn't take 4 hours.
God forbid the next morning. These eggs taste funny.
Dad, I want scrambled eggs. All right,
My tummy hurts.
you'll have them tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to wait 4 hours. We have a very slow microwave
Slow cook.
because I'll do your scrambled eggs in the microwave because you're a child and you do not know the difference. Nor would you appreciate the fact that I would do them on the griddle instead. So into the cup they go. Into the microwave the cup goes.
That's still not. That's a good way to do
It's
eggs.
not
though.
bad.
Like you can make a good like egg McMuffin type style
not-
with that.
it's
I
not
do like
bad.
that.
especially for a child. I mean, let's be honest. I'm never going to cook anything in duck fat for my son. By the time he's old enough, I feel like to enjoy that luxury, he's going to have his own job. He can pay for his
You
own
buy
duck-
your own
yeah.
damn duck fat.
Buy your own duck fat. Look, son, I love you, but Jesus Christ. If you're going to eat with me and mom, you got to eat the same shit we do.
You're just killing me in duck fat. Like the budget just isn't. We can't handle the duck fat.
Well, we have a fucking
Son.
duck fat budget.
There's a duck fat shortage, son. I don't think you understand.
Oh, I forget what magazine it was that took a bunch of like 6-year-olds to the French Laundry and had them
my
eat
God.
the full course menu.
I don't know if you showed this to me. I think you must have because I've seen this.
It's
Oh,
hilarious
man.
because, of course, everything's gross and they hate it.
Oh yeah. Wait, 6-year-olds don't like caviar.
Here's a
and shit?
$600 meal, child. Eat it.
I don't like caviar, man. That shit. And like the selling point was because like I wanted to try it because it was there. Someone offered it to me.
I've never tried it. I would totally try it.
It's
though.
so fucking
It's
nasty.
gross, man. The selling point to me was it's real salty, and I'm like, I do like salty food.
It is salty, and I mean, if you just don't think about what it is, I guess it's fine.
And I try
I got
not.
no
it's-
problem with what it is.
Yeah, it's not the thing that it is
It
that
is
really
that for me.
that really
It is
bothered
that
me.
for me.
It was just that it just tasted gross to me.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
that weird
Okay.
fishy-ish.
But I was
taste.
also fucking raised on fucking like nasty ass processed fast food. So I mean, it's like I don't like. I'm not trying to like shit on myself, but I honestly do not have a palate for that.
It is a
stuff.
very different thing going from processed foods to any sort of fresh food. Like you're not gonna like it. It's not
Yeah.
heavily because I mean processed foods are chemically made to appeal to you. So
Sure.
you take a fresh product, it's kind of like what the fuck.
I eat a can of Chef Boyardee ravioli for lunch every day. That's how refined my palate
Yeah.
is. I mean, I've had all this stuff. The one thing I have had that I really, really did like that was like out there super fan. It was goose liver pate. It's really good if it's made right. I liked that, but you know,
I can do that on like toasted baguette, just like a little smear of
yeah,
it.
you gotta have just a little. And then speaking of schmear, bagels and lox, that's always
Oh fuck
well,
yes,
okay.
fuck yes.
Yeah, now we're talking.
that stuff. My parents took me to New York when I was 16, and I got to get the real stuff, you know, from like a real deli.
yeah.
And of course, the bagel was as big as a 45,
Yeah.
you know, record, and it was just absolutely slathered in cream cheese and had like just big chunks of raw salmon on top. And I'm just like, yeah.
Fucking love it. Yep.
You're making me think of the time that I went to New York and I had to stop at a bakery and buy a black and white
cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I did the same thing with my sister,
Yeah.
dude. Like
Nice.
we went in there and I was like, it's a black and white cookie.
Yep.
I gotta get
Yep.
one.
The only thing
Fuck.
missing
You're gonna
is the
throw up,
marble
John.
rye.
Don't eat the
Get
black and
one.
white cookie.
The streak. What about the streak?
Yep. I had to.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. Read the quiz.
I was born hungry.
Oh,
Me
hey,
too.
sorry.
It molded me.
I'm sorry to do this. This is a weird thing that I used to do. You mentioned,
Look on Ian's face.
motherfucker. I said I'm hungry. Now, you mentioned Chef Boyardee. I used to take.
Oh,
I
God.
hate.
You know what?
I know
you know
where you're
what?
going with
If
this.
you tell this fucking story, I'm leaving. If you tell this fucking story right now, I am leaving.
I know that I've told this story on the show before.
Have you?
Absolutely. I know where you're going with this.
I know
'cause
exactly what
I
you're
remember
about to
seeing you
say.
doing it and being
Oh,
like,
okay. You
what
saw
are
me
you
do it
doing?
in the apartment?
Yeah.
okay.
And you told me what you were doing, and I was like, but why?
I hate that sauce, man.
God, John.
I hate it.
Were you washing the stuff
You can
off
tell
the
the
ravioli?
Yes,
Yes,
you can
he
tell the
was.
story. You can tell
Please
the story.
tell the story.
I'm teasing.
No, it was a
I'm teasing.
no, it was
Albino
yeah.
ravioli, albinioni. Like it's,
I like the ravioli. I fucking hate the sauce. So
Best
I
part
would
of that
put
shit
it.
is the sauce. to
Oh,
me.
that orange nasty
sauce.
shit.
It's
Love it.
okay. Look,
I can kind of get that.
but look,
I hate the sauce, so I would just take it and put it in a colander and fucking
Right.
like wash the sauce off of it, then put it in a pot and put some like fucking I don't know ragu or prego or like some kind of actual
Okay,
tomato sauce
okay.
in there.
but like my,
You know what's wrong with that whole
right?
fucking
I,
thing?
look, I know where you're going with
You
this.
look like
I
you were
know-
about to
I know
fucking
where you're going
lose
with this. It's the same thing that got to me. I was like, why don't you just buy ravioli in sauce?
Because now you're taking a $1.88 can of Chef Boyardee and putting 10 more minutes worth of work into it, and then you're fucking dumping more sauce on it from another container, which probably also you're doubling your food costs. Just
he
repeat it.
he
Just
likes what he likes, okay?
Thank you, Tyler. It's worth it not to have to eat that gross orange shit. Plus, like I've never
He
just
won't eat
seen
a broken
ravioli.
banana, and you eat the ravioli.
Just buy a bag of ravioli.
I didn't know that they made bags of ravioli. Man. I was getting my shit. Everything was out of a can.
You had
man.
the presence of mind to wash the fucking canned ravioli off of it. I'd think you'd know something.
I'm kind of until college.
I
I wouldn't
knew
have
that
thought.
it tasted shitty.
John, I'm with you. I wouldn't have thought that it was in anything else but a can. I didn't know. I totally
know, man.
I get that.
fresh ravioli. I did not know it existed until college era.
Oh no, us two, Tanya and I, we found it one day in a bag. The frozen.
I like recently.
The stuff
found
that
it.
you the stuff that you boil for like the stuff that you boil for like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I just
Yeah, all that stuff.
recently found that. I didn't know
stuff's
that was
great.
a thing before.
Come, listener,
right? I'm
join us
sorry.
for John's ravioli journey. I can't
They
talk.
make fancy shit.
Johnny
too.
Odie's Churdioli.
It's like that stuff is like fancy. It'd be like lobster and fucking mozzarella or something. It's like not just your fucking Chef Boyardee ravioli.
I can imagine
It's like fancy.
the two of us being roommates.
It was actually.
And I walk
look,
into the kitchen as you are now halfway through the process of preparing your ravioli, dumping it into a bowl, sticking it in the microwave and heating it up for a minute and a half, and then eating it and just staring at you while you're
Well, Ian,
just to boil your piss.
look that was honestly the worst part of living with John. So that's saying a lot.
That's not bad.
I mean,
that's a good thing.
No, it's a very good
Yeah.
thing. I even enjoyed the loud
Thank
sex
you.
that he would have.
Thank you.
I mean,
You don't have to lie. It's okay.
oh, I'm not. I would be like, well, I'll just go outside, and then I'd be like, oh, he left his window open. I can definitely still hear the loud sex outside. So I guess I'll sit in my car for like 10
I'm
minutes.
sorry.
I can hear.
And then he butt dials you.
And then like, what?
So,
no,
okay.
here, look, actually, no, look, no, before you go.
I wish this was on video.
No. Before you go, I want to tell you that that honestly didn't bother me. But what bothered me was the effect of that, to which Nikki was like, "We're never having sex in this apartment."
Oh no. No.
which I mean did happen. We definitely did
I
have
was
sex,
gonna
but it was
say,
always like, "Is John gone?"
Dude, you could have said something. I would have like turned some shit up on blast. Like, no, I would have.
No, you try and be louder is what you try and do. Then it's a fun contest. Everybody wins.
For some people, not my wife, who definitely does not want her roommate to hear her having sex.
Well, you're very loud, and you sound like I'm just masturbating. Ah!
I'm not. I'm like a fucking like psychotic robot. I don't like. Yeah.
You're like a fucking monk, right?
No, I mean
no sound.
No, I just say mean things. Like I say them real soft. It's not loud.
So you're Jacob when he's angry. You just quietly enunciate. I'm going to fuck your pussy so well, and so hard. I swear to fucking God.
20 years ago, John ruined my sex life, and now you're ruining it right now. Thank you.
So
She's into the mean things. Don't ask me.
no, okay, no questions.
No,
I think
so is Melissa. There we go. Fine,
right,
it's all even. It's all even.
Yeah, we've all been
I
there.
think
It's
one
okay.
of the reasons that
I like the mean
I
stuff.
may
I like
not-
her to be mean to me too, so that's fine.
Hey, do you
Yeah,
remember?
no, it works both ways. No, I'm sorry to pause the ravioli sex talk.
No,
but
no,
yeah,
please.
It definitely works both ways. So anyway, there we go. It's fun.
You
Sex
call that fucking a pussy? Come on, yeah, come on. It's
Yeah,
fine. It's good.
Yeah,
No.
sex is fun.
We've all been there.
We like sex.
I'm done.
No, please.
No, that's where to end it.
Oh my god. No, please don't feel bad for having loud sex. It sounded like you both were really enjoying it.
Man,
This is
there's
why I
a lot
love
of
my
people
life.
that know a lot more about me now.
Oh, yeah, I'm
yeah,
sorry. We're recording this on a Tuesday, so that's absolutely staying in. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, I mean, I would never expect you to cut anything out.
And plus, really, it's like me bragging on you. So
Oh,
yeah.
I wouldn't.
No, No, I think part of like I never realized it. I guess like because if I knew that
They're hearing
I
us.
don't know
They've
how.
never acted like it, so I guess not.
I guess not.
Yeah.
but not like
We're very polite
I lived
people.
with Will. Do you remember Will?
I do remember Will.
I mean, I literally like I went downstairs one morning and I was like, I'm gonna make breakfast. And like him and his sister,
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ, that was fucked up.
This is stepbrother. What are you doing?
all right, Russ says the bit that really boiled my piss was that this process took about 25 minutes. And after shaping, you had to leave them for at least 4 hours, or better yet, the next morning. When I want hash browns, I don't want them tomorrow, you stuck up chef prick. The reason it's called fast food is that it's fast. Not one wants to make slow food, or you would eat proper food. He said not. He meant no one probably. Anyway, with that out of the way, here are 10 questions about random NTSC SNES games.
Josh exclusively ate ravioli in college out of a can.
And banana runs off
One
a
of my
paper
And
plate.
banana runs on a plate. You're right.
One of my girlfriends in high school ate it right out of the can. Like, didn't even heat it up. She just ate it cold right out of the can. I was like, you are crazy.
You're crazy.
Savage.
You suck his dick.
She's really cute, though. You filthy ravioli.
Come on, put the sauce on my dick. John,
You like it cold? How about now?
this is how I know John won't touch it. Put the sauce on it.
That'll stain your dick orange.
No, I remember
Might.
It's on the
Whatever-
can.
Nasty.
whenever it was
Stand by that
me,
shit.
me, Josh, Link, and Ramon all living in that house. Link was an insatiable monster who would brought your name. No, Link's gonna fucking eat it. The only thing he would not eat was ravioli from a can. Oh, so Josh had like a supermarket pyramid of ravioli that he knew. Like, I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna be able to eat that. He won't fucking touch it.
Are we ready?
Oh,
To fail
yeah.
to flunk this quiz?
These are NTSC games.
Yeah, that means they're pretty much ours.
Okay.
They're not that weird PAL.
PAL.
SNES.
They're all NES games.
Yeah. SNES.
Super
And
NES.
is there a theme?
The theme is hash browns, I guess. No, I don't. I don't think there is one. Well, I guess maybe
I
we'll
hope
discover
they're all
one.
food related. Like,
Man, I don't know that I can name
yeah,
10.
probably not. Yeah.
Question 1. This B is a beat 'em up based on a movie sequel of the same name and was released on just about every platform.
B, that was a movie sequel.
It's based on a movie sequel. So it's probably the same name as the movie sequel, right? That would make sense unless they didn't want to sell it.
But it starts with a B.
Beat 'em up based on a
Moval
God,
sequel.
Jesus Christ. Movie sequel of
It's
the
a
same
Moogle
name.
movie. It's a Moogle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bad Boys 2? No, that's too.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe way
in
too
the
late.
90s.
Man, if a Bad Boys 2 SNES game existed and I didn't know about it,
It was
I'd be
a beat 'em
really
up.
mad at myself. Oh, God. Yeah. Mike Lowry, every time you punch
Yes.
a guy, like, fuck yeah. And some
That's
Skittles.
how you drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, let's
Oh.
make it.
Dude, let's do it.
Yeah. Because, like, and that's how, like, the end, like, each time you finish a level and it, like, tallies up your points.
You see the swirly camera go around
Fuck
them with
yeah.
the fucking doves flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
It tallies up the
Michael
points.
Bay, that shit.
Yeah, you have
The
to.
doves actually congregate into your score.
And then you hear the line and some Skittles.
And some
And then the
Skittles.
next level
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's probably not Bad Boys.
But I don't know what this is. Barbarian Conan, comma the.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of all the.
I feel like we should know this between the four of us.
Seems
What
like
is a
something we
what
should
is a
know.
movie what is a movie sequel that started with B that
That's
came
what
out
I've
in
been
the
trying to
90s?
think of.
Not Batman.
Oh.
Batman.
Oh,
Batman's pretty
Batman
good.
It's Batman
Returns.
Returns.
Batman
It is because that is a
Returns.
Super
Batman
Nintendo
Returns.
game. That is
Ah,
it.
good
Good
job.
job.
I'm
man.
locking it in. It is. What? Are you kidding me? It doesn't work.
Oh no!
Wait.
That one doesn't work. I don't know.
It's Batman Returns.
It's Batman Returns.
Yeah, that one's
credit.
not doing
win.
anything.
It's gotta
Okay,
be.
it has
It's gotta
to be.
Let's call him.
What time is it?
Do you have his number?
Don't.
I don't have his number. Damn.
It's like 15 digits.
John had the time to wash sauce off a ravioli while you were dialing.
He wants the sauce off my dick.
I love you, man.
Oh God,
God, I love
do
you so
too.
much.
I do too.
All right.
I just want ravioli that doesn't taste bad.
I get it. But see, I'm also a guy who kind of likes that sauce. I realize that it's
You do the opposite. You strain the ravioli out of the sauce and put it on spaghetti.
Sometimes I get really happy when it's one of those cans of ravioli where there's only like 6 raviolis and it's all sauce. I'm not even kidding. I love that fucking sauce. I can't help it.
it's like a meat sauce, and you don't really get, I don't know if it's really meat in there, but
It's meat adjacent.
yeah, it's meat. It's a meat-like substance.
I'll eat it. I don't want to know what it is,
Yeah.
but I'll eat it. It's
It's
probably
people.
fucking caviar.
Well, hey, but then that's great because then you get to discover,
Hey, I do
like
love caviar, as
yeah.
long as it's mixed in with
I like
cheap
Chef
tomato
Boyardee's
sauce.
caviar.
God, dude, you just made me think of caviar ravioli.
Cavioli. Yeah.
Cavioli. That sounds like, is that a dude from Entourage? Cavioli.
Where's turtle cavioli?
Oh fuck! Read the next question.
All right, next question.
We were right on the first one. I know we were.
We probably
Yeah.
were. This Super
You
J is a sequel that stars an amphibian that can stretch.
Super what?
Super J, my guess, I don't know. I thought he was a fish, but my guess is Super James Pond.
Oh yeah, for
Is a lungfish a fish or an amphibian?
well, if he can breathe air and water, he's an amphibian,
All right.
He has been on both.
and he
Yep.
does apparently live outside the water.
Well,
so
fuck. All right. Are we?
I think
don't.
you're right.
Okay. I don't know if there's.
I have nothing to contribute.
Okay.
Also, I don't
Sounds
have
good to
anything to lose for you to be wrong.
We don't either. Yeah. It's,
So I think
everyone
you're
already
right.
knows we're idiots, so it's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it. So I think you're right.
Okay. We're good.
It could be Jar Jar Binks, but he's not in Super Return of the Jedi, so
That you're right. So it's probably not.
probably
that.
Super James Pond.
Yeah. Misa thinks it's Super James Bond.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Your timing is just.
It was real wizard, Annie. It is Super James Pond.
Yes.
He was totally the Dark
Bravo.
Sith Lord behind it all.
I've seen
Yeah, oh
that.
yeah,
I've
Jar
seen
Jar,
that
of
video,
course.
yeah.
Absolutely, that was the twist. And fuck him for backing off it.
Look, guys,
Right.
I like the Phantom Menace probably the best out of that trilogy.
I totally agree
Yeah.
with you. I did too.
Really?
I
I'm
did
super
too.
sorry to say it, but like, I
I'm
mean,
not sorry to say it. I really enjoyed that movie.
I'm
It was
sorry.
hey,
I'm sorry to
campy.
say it because I don't really like any of them.
Yeah,
and
out
it's
of the
not a
three,
good movie. But out of the three,
It was the strongest.
it's.
You're
They're
I think
all
it's.
bad.
And Jar Jar
No.
sucks. I get it, but it's
Yeah,
like I don't know, man. And the pod racing's really weird.
I liked the
I like
like
the pod racing, but it's a
racing.
super long sequence in the middle of the movie that has like.
It is, yeah. It was basically like, hey guys, we're gonna make a game out of this.
And the game was great.
And the
I love the
game's
game.
awesome.
Yeah, we played that.
But
It's
here's a
great.
15-minute
Except that
fucking
now it's
commercial
not.
for the game we're gonna make.
Right.
I downloaded Pod Racer on the Switch. It
Is that
sucks
on
now.
good old games?
It
or
sucks
anything?
now. Like, what do you mean it sucks
I
now?
just didn't like it as much as I
Really
used
wanted
to.
to play it.
Well, I could see it maybe not aging.
It didn't
well.
age well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Next question. This W is a long-running space combat series, which is perhaps more famous for an FMV game starring Mark Hamill.
Wing Commander.
Has to be
Wing Commander for sure.
We all good with this? Locking it in. It is in fact Wing
God, I
Commander.
fucking loved Wing Commander for PC.
I've never played
those
it.
games so
I
much.
watched.
I
I
loved
think
it.
I watched you or somebody else in the office play it, but I never
I
actually
fucking
had
loved Wing
it myself.
Commander. It was so much fun.
Next question. Weird that we got a Mark Hamill thing after talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very weird.
This L is an air combat game that is a sequel to the Genesis game Air Diver. I think the name of this is Locked On. I've never played it, but I came across a game called Locked On when I was perusing games to purchase. So that would be my guess.
That is a good fucking guess, man.
Yeah,
Do it.
I would go with that.
Because Luft Razors is totally not it.
Loose
so.
Racers is, yeah, you're right. Locking it in.
Nice.
It is.
Fucking
It
get
is.
on.
It is lock on, not
Close
lock,
enough.
Not
That's
locked
fine.
Close
on.
enough.
That's fine. That's full
That's
credit.
that's fine.
Next question. This M is a spin-off series that takes place 100 years after the original series and was the first of this series. Holy shit, that was a lot of series. This M is a spin-off series which takes place 100 years after the series from which it was spun off. I guess is probably. It's a spin-off. Ugh. How the fuck? Wait, this is confusing.
It's got to be your bull.
How is it okay? It's a spin-off series.
But it was the first?
It's the first.
How can it be the first?
But it takes place 100 years after the original series.
Oh, okay.
So chronologically, it was the first. Is
Chronologically, it was the first. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think he's saying.
that it? Okay.
Did he say it was a super M?
He said it was an M. Why? What were you thinking? Maybe we can get
Metroid.
somewhere from it. Oh, yeah, but it doesn't take that. Yeah.
No, that's not. That doesn't track at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not
fuck
Mega
all.
Man.
I don't
Oh, it's Mega Man X. It has to be, right?
Look at you.
Mega Man X takes place after Mega Man.
Yes, that's the question.
That's what they're saying?
Yeah, it
Okay.
takes place 100 years after the original series.
Okay, yes,
and
Mega
was the first of this series, Mega Man X. Wow!
Very
Holy
nice.
shit,
Very nice.
guys, locking it in. It is Mega Man X.
Sweet.
Holy shit!
I
Man, all
helped.
right.
You fucking really
Two of
super
them.
helped on one that we would have been real embarrassed to have gotten wrong.
Well, the wording, we could have been like, that was fucking bullshit.
We definitely would have blamed it on the wording. Yeah. Next question. This H is a game based on a film based on a book written in 1902.
What's it? Say? I'm sorry. One more time.
This H is a game based on a film based on a book that was written in 1902.
Hobbit. Was there a Hobbit game for the Super? No,
There's
that
a-
wasn't. That
there's
wasn't
a-
written in 1902. It was written a long ass time ago, but not in
Not
1902.
1902, yeah.
I'm trying to think of like old books, like old popular titles.
Maybe if we could think possibly Disney because they made a lot of movies.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, locking it in. I do think that Hakuna Matata might be in the title of a Super Nintendo
Hey,
game.
Wizard of Oz.
Hey, yeah,
H. It's an H.
it's an H
Hey, Snow
based
White.
on a movie.
based
that was
on a
based
film,
on a
based on a book,
book
written in 1902.
1902.
There's a good chance that I probably don't
H.G.
know.
Wells'
it's a
The
book.
Time Machine.
I don't. Yeah, I might not.
That's good, though.
I might not even know that it was a book, though. That's also kind of the thing. I might only know it as a movie. What are H games? I mean, it's a hentai game, but like, what are games that start with H?
Honey Pop.
Prequel to 1984.
Honey Pop was
1902.
written in 1902.
Dude, I want to see the wood print Honey Pop in 1902.
It's like an abacus where you move the little gems around, slide it back and forth.
It's a puzzle cube, and when you get it right, you see some old titties.
Wood panels
weren't
drop
old.
down.
They
The
weren't
tops
old
of
then.
old titties. The tops of titties.
They're just old now.
Definitely not the whole titty.
I don't know, man. Have you seen The Fisherman's Wife? I don't know when that was. That was like 1800s, I think. It's
No, they
essentially
were-
like
They were
credited.
dirty as fuck back then.
Yeah.
They got fucking rough.
Have you seen The Fisherman's Wife? Locked in.
Yeah, we are on a bit of a.
We are, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm
We're-
gonna
we're done
say
trying?
fuck because I know I'm
got-
probably gonna.
I got
recognize
nothing,
it.
man.
Based on a film, based on a book written in 1902. I feel like this one's obtainable.
I've been trying. Like,
So I'm just like Wizard of Oz, Winnie the Pooh, Waterworld. Why am I thinking all W's?
I know. I can't think of an H.
Alice in Wonderland.
Hostile.
Chef Boyardee's ravioli, locking it in. I got nothing.
I'm-
John, I'm with you.
I'm
I
blank.
can't.
Blank.
Hindenburg
I got nothing,
Adventures.
Hindenburg Adventures. Locking it in. It is.
Oh, we're gonna be mad, aren't we?
Tyler, it's Hook.
Oh fucking
Peter Pan.
Yes.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Damn.
Very good. Very good.
I was trying to call it.
Whatever the
book
title of the
was
book
an
was.
H.
I get it. Yeah, that's a tricky question. All right.
Nice, Ross.
Good-
Nice.
good
that was
wordplay.
it. That was good.
good.
That was good.
Next question.
Still ahead.
This P is an action adventure
Peter Pan.
which took place in what is now Iran. That's Prince of Persia.
Okay.
Yep.
Locking it in.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia. All right.
Cool.
He gave us a soft
Right to it. Right.
Yeah, threw a softball after that
softball.
one.
Yeah.
A little underhand.
Next question. This M is a platformer which is subtitled in Japan as Legend of the Brave Spearman Jinrai. It's a platformer.
Begins with an M.
Begins with an
features
M.
A spear
A
wielding
spearman.
character.
Spearman.
A spearman. Who? What characters
That's
in
a
games
dragoon,
have
right?
like a
Yeah,
have like a
Panzer
spear?
Dragoon.
It's an
Got
M.
an M though. I don't know, man. Super.
Think of a video game character that's known for carrying a spear,
right.
That uses a weapon, primarily the
Kane.
spear.
Yep.
Sid. I got nothing after that. What's the name? Is it? It's not John in Castlevania Bloodlines who uses a spear. Is it? No, it's not the name of this game, but it's bothering me that I can't think of the name.
It's French.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not the answer.
I don't know. I don't know.
Jean.
Jean Spearman.
Jean.
I feel like this is gonna seem kind of obvious once you say the answer.
Just say
Or-
it. I know. I want to hear it.
Or it's something we had never heard of. There's always
Could be.
that.
It could be. Maybe I flip to the M's and flops and just point, and it'll be that.
Machiavellian spear adventure.
Sorry, Ian. I can't let you do that.
All right.
That would be cheating.
If I just randomly point at the book, that's cheating.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that in Scrabble, can you? You can't.
No.
Mickey Mouse.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, let's go that route.
Yeah.
Sure. Legend of the Brave Spearman Jinrai, the Mickey Mouse game.
Yeah, you ever play that game where Mickey just straight up wrecks a bunch of motherfuckers with a spear? It's awesome.
Jinrai World, yes.
Man, if he didn't say
Tugboat Jinrai.
Locking it in.
locking it in,
Tugboat genre. Locking it in.
Steamboat Jinrai.
Steamboat, yeah.
I never would have gotten this in a million years.
The tugboat.
Musya,
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know that at all.
or probably Musya.
Moosia Mouse. Milk your mouse.
Musya and Squirrel. Next question. This M is a low-cost, computer-based combat trainer.
M is a low-cost,
Computer-based combat trainer.
Mech something.
Mech Warrior?
Mech.
Yeah, Mex. That's
Mech Warrior 20, whatever the fuck
whatever
it was.
the first one was.
All right. Locking.
I got that's
Combat's pretty broad, man. You're like,
Combat
you can
trainer.
have air combat, you can have land
well, like
combat,
you've done
you can have
sub
hand-to-hand
games,
combat,
or you've done
space
tank games.
combat, mechanized,
Mech kind of.
yeah.
I don't know.
Mech Warrior.
I mean, it does start with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna log Mech Warrior in. It is multi-purpose arcade combat simulator.
He gave us two of the words in the title. Also, that's a thing.
But what the fuck? What kind of game
There
is
you go.
named that?
But
I look
wait,
that up?
you may look that up, please, because the name of the game is longer than my iPhone screen is wide. So I don't know.
Is it like initials, like Modoc? Like it's
Fucking Modoc, man.
What's the first word? Mechanized?
A multi-purpose
Multi-purpose.
arcade combat simulator, and then it cuts off. There might not be more.
It's got to be an acronym, right?
Multi-purpose arcade combat simulator. It's not in there. It doesn't count. Maybe it's in there as an acronym, perhaps. Maybe it's
Max.
Maybe Max. We can
Mapax.
we can hang out at the Max once we're done with school, you guys.
Yeah.
That guy Zach's a real fucking dick. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Is he
Zach
like in
Morris.
real life?
Zach Morris is trash.
He is. Yeah.
Like in real life?
no,
Or
no, I don't
just-
know anything about him in real life.
You seen the character Zach Morris?
Oh yeah. That's a whole fun series of videos to watch.
Paid attention enough.
Oh man, there's a YouTube. Look it up if from College Humor or whatever, but from Funny or Die, you can find it on YouTube. Zach Morris's Trash, where it breaks down all these episodes where Zach is just the worst fucking human, and all the shit he does to Screech and his parents and his friends, and yeah, he's just like a greasy, terrible con man.
You're fucking up my recollection of Saved by the Bell now. I don't know what to think.
We can't find it in the book, so it doesn't exist.
All right, sounds good.
I'll keep looking just in case.
All right.
It's not there.
Okay. Well, we win.
Sure, we win.
By default.
We tricked you.
Go team. Last question. You meet a creepy old man in a dark alley that promises you whatever games or consoles you wish. However, a terrible consequence will befall you. What do you do?
Nope.
I mean, I like games a lot, but
Wait,
have
what?
to
Say that
pass.
one more time for me. I'm sorry.
You meet a creepy old man in a dark alley that promises you whatever games or consoles you wish. However, a terrible consequence will befall you.
That's a monkey's paw shit.
It
You
is.
don't- you don't do that.
Now,
Yeah.
this might change your answer, but this is like a choose your own adventure because Ross says the terrible consequence is in the drop down below. So you can see if it was worth it.
No.
No is the answer. for me.
yeah. When it comes to creepy,
I ain't playing with that shit.
Yeah,
It'd be like you're constipated for a week.
even that wouldn't be worth it.
I bought a new.
Tyler would disagree.
I bought a.
I love the feeling.
It's not.
I bought a new 3DS XL today and paid money for it and still fucking checked it and made sure it turned on and that everything was there and it worked. That's how little I trusted this person. I'm not going to trust this creepy old man in a dark
Right,
alley.
exactly.
Especially if he's. I mean, but then again, if I don't
Congrats.
trust him, maybe nothing's going to happen.
Congrats on that, by the way. I wish I hadn't got rid of mine.
I'm sad to hear you got rid of yours because I was just
Like,
about to
I wanna
say,
hear
would you like
what-
to buy some games?
I definitely want to say no, but at the same time, I want to know what's in the drop down box.
Well, we'll find out. We just all say no, and then we find out.
Okay.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
No one's taking it?
No.
All right. The drop down is. What? Yeah, I got to turn.
Turn my phone sideways to see.
In a car accident, you lose an arm and a leg. You choose which.
This guy has this fascination with
Yeah,
losing
right.
arms and
No.
legs, doesn't
We
he?
did good, I feel like. The
Yeah.
whole arm, whole leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
But I can have any game I want.
I guess we have to choose legs so
You
I can
have
use
to
my
choose
hand.
leg. How the
to
fuck
play
are you going to play
fucking
the game?
No, it's arm and leg.
Oh,
fuck.
No, you just get to choose which
Man.
arm and which leg.
You got
Oh,
fucked.
yeah,
Yeah, there's no.
No one
yeah.
got fucked. We all said no.
Yep.
This
That's
fella,
true.
this
Yeah,
fella
I'm
has
saying.
a
We're smart.
amputee thing. He's always talking about arms and legs being removed
Also,
and replaced in other where they're supposed to.
Did you know Simone has no arms or legs?
Oh, that would
That's
would
his thing.
explain a
Yeah,
lot.
that's his thing. Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
I
now.
think you say that joking, but have you ever seen a full body photograph?
No.
Okay.
she might be, and I mean that. I mean that is no
Again,
disrespect to
look,
amputees.
you can look it up, but it doesn't matter.
or
I'm not
people
editing.
with amputee fetish. I'm not trying to
No, no,
yuck
no,
on
no, no,
anybody's
Yeah,
mouth.
no. I mean, he's.
I'll just apologize if she in fact has no arms or legs.
Well, that's on him for fucking talking about it all the time.
Look. If you look her up and she has no arms and legs, ask her what game she got.
Apparently she's a seagull.
Which 2 games she got?
Unfortunately, she's
she
a
lost them
seagull.
all.
Apparently, so.
Oh, no, I think that's their son wearing a seagull mask.
Well, here's one of her dressed as Princess Peach. She has 2 arms.
Okay.
I know that much.
Can't see the legs though.
Can't see the legs.
This isn't creepy at all.
Ross
Let's end the
will-
show.
no, this is totally not creepy. Our good friend
get
Ross.
You get mentioned on a podcast you really like, but in return, they all scope out your wife's Facebook profile. And
What do you do, Ross?
What do you do? Shoot the hostage.
Shoot the hostage.
Boy,
Oh,
we
man.
really laid it on thick tonight, didn't we? Good grief.
Yeah, this is almost. We're almost at. Oh, look, we got 20 more minutes for 3 hours. Would you guys like to go for it?
Does that include the 12-minute stinger?
I don't know that the stinger is actually going to be that
Right,
long.
right,
And we got some truncate silence. So what I'm saying is, can we
Yeah,
buckle down for 40 more minutes?
I have to pee.
Just go,
Well,
man.
then let's see what we're gonna do next week.
I already
then.
did
Then we do
once.
that.
Right. Oh, we want to do this again next week? Can you guys come back? This was fun.
I wish.
All right. Okay. Yes. Let's do the thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna get this battered up peripheral, set it up Wild Crazy Kid style, so I can point my no-no home run direction.
I
Say
love
the
it when I
prayer.
get
We
to-
all love to say.
I love it when I get to see this.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
No
Stop.
whammies, no whammies,
no
no
whammies. No.
No. Oh,
6'9".
She thinks my tractor.
699. Yeah, they got a stinger in the middle of the damn episode. How cool was that? That was pretty good.
That was good.
699.
699. New one.
It is not.
Okay.
Oh.
It is Wizardry 5, Heart of the Maelstrom. So would we like to see if there's a ROM hack of Wizardry 5, Heart of the
You
Maelstrom?
guys, I
thank
thought you
you.
said it was not a
Maelstrom.
new one. No.
Spin again.
We've done that one.
Oh,
It is
okay.
not a new one.
not
Yeah.
been-
Spin again.
I might.
It doesn't sound fun to me.
I get
Had
it.
a
It's
few
cool.
beers,
Look,
so
look, man,
sorry.
it's all good.
I'm hoping Final Fantasy 6 so we can do Worlds.
You
Collide.
also remember, you also have the option to turn your collective keys and pick something else.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you
That
mentioned
you
Worlds
wanted to play.
Collide. Do you want to do that? I mean, we've already pretty much talked about it on the show, but or we can spin again. Your choice. I'll turn my key if you want to turn the key.
So you want to do Worlds Collide? That sounds
Not
good.
really, but I mean, I
Well,
will.
Let's save it then. Let's save it then. I don't want to use Worlds Collide on her. Not really.
I mean, I'd be okay with it. I guess what I'm.
I don't. The things that you say that Melissa would say that make me go, well, let's just not have sex then.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I'm
well,
okay
then
with
let's
it.
just wait.
I'm picking up what
Well,
you're putting down. That's what I'm telling you.
I wouldn't hate it. No.
No, I mean, yeah, I was just about to say I wouldn't hate. I wouldn't mind doing it. I am interested in the game.
I'm interested in having sex with you, but I wouldn't mind it.
But Tyler, I want to have different sex with you as frequently as possible, so that we can be done having sex eventually. It's
true.
If we do
need to
Worlds
get to the
Collide,
end.
then we're never gonna. I don't know. So I'm always gonna be reluctant.
It's only more sex. Okay.
Yeah. My key is hard to turn because I see the goal. It's a super long way down the road, but I see it.
See it.
And I worry that if I deviate, every step I deviate from that takes away from us accomplishing the goal.
Okay. Let's pray again then.
Okay.
No whammies, 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 no whammies at all. Stop.
423.
Almost 420.
Almost
like today.
420.
Almost. Damn. New one?
It is a new one.
423. So right in the middle. M's,
Close. It's the P's.
P's. Plock.
Man, God damn it, I wish. But if you want, I'll turn the key for Plock because we haven't done that one yet, and it's on the list.
Oh, it must sound a lot better than whatever this is.
If I haven't played
Pro hockey.
I haven't played either. I haven't played Plock, and I haven't played this game. But in my mind, they're about the same.
Let's do this one then if they're about the same.
This is Phantom 2040.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm down.
You've heard of that
I'm
game?
down.
Yes.
Yeah, this was an early request from somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Phantom 2040.
I'm looking forward to it then.
I'll send him a message.
Please, that was like years ago,
Yeah,
probably
like
6.
8 years after the fact. Hey, we're
Damn.
doing 2040.
We've gotten to it.
Man.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited for that. I've heard it's a hidden gem. So
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I
That's
like
good.
that. Okay. All right. Now I am looking forward to it then. I think it's like based on a cartoon, right?
Yep.
And see, like the thing is, I've never seen the cartoon, so that has been my reluctancy with that game. It's just like I'm not familiar with the source material, but maybe it's streaming somewhere, and I
Yeah.
can make Henry watch it with me. Yeah.
Pretty good. Well, thanks guys for being on. Appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
It's always fun.
Appreciate it.
What are you gonna eat when the show's over, Ian?
I'm not gonna eat anything. It's too late. I don't eat late.
Really? Does it
Yeah.
fuck with your
A
stomach?
little bit. I just have trouble sleeping if I eat late, so I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll eat something tomorrow, which will probably be a
I've got
fucking
some
Pop-Tart.
prescription heartburn medication over there.
No, I already
Slide you
took
one of
that.
those. Okay.
I already took that, and my other pills.
And you're not fucked up? Okay.
I have pills.
Yeah.
No, they're not those
Man,
kind of
me
pills.
too.
They're other pills.
I will take 4 pills before I go to bed tonight.
I'm drinking my pills.
I might need to take pills, but I don't know. I haven't been to the doctor at 20. Well, no, I was at the doctor at 2020, and I was like, "Hey, man, I realize I'm in like a lot worse shape than I was last time you saw me." And he's like, "We all are. It's fine."
Here's some pills. Go
yeah,
away.
yeah, go away.
I'd say so. I'm your pediatrician. Let's see. So next time, Phantom 2040. If there's anything in the meantime, anything you want to send us, Tadpog Studios, Care of Nicole. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
John, you're dismissed.
Capricorn, I have to go.
John's gonna
John's
pee real
gotta pee.
bad.
All right.
You'll be back before we're done.
I've got to pee too. Don't worry. So if you want to send us something, Tadpog Studios, Care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. We've had our very expensive screening service go through the calls. So if you want to call us, 270-883-2555.
We need to.
I kind of want to do that episode with you guys when you do.
Come on,
do it,
come
man.
on.
You gotta let me know when you're doing it.
I think really soon is well. I want to do it really soon because it's been a while since we did the Star Fox assault episode with Jeff. So I want to get something on Patreon pretty quick.
we'll see. Let me know. I'm not promising, but if I can, I'll come.
No,
on
that'd be
that
great.
one. I wanted to be on that one.
Yeah, that'd be
man.
fantastic.
See
Go
if
ahead.
Casey be on too. That'd be an interesting one.
Okay.
What else we talk about? Hey, there's Tadpog, the main page. Come join that. Episode announcements and memes. You like that dank shit? Tadpog Nation. You like good organized chat? That's the Discord. What's the link for that?
bit.ly/Tadpog Discord. And it's really cool. Check it out.
It's good. It's good. It's awesome. I don't get on nearly as much as I should, but I
miss
do.
you.
I do enjoy being on there. Everybody's there all the time. It's cool.
It's a good group. It really is. It's a good group of
It
people.
is.
If you like us and want a shirt, shirts.tadpog.com. Or hey, pandemic's still going on. You want a mask? Mask.tadpog.com.
You should still be wearing your mask.
Time's running out on the masks, though.
What else? We do the Tadpog _podcast on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
Dave, you got that Twitch?
Yeah, I've been streaming on Twitch. Just search for Tadpog on there. I played Panzer Dragoon on last Friday for the first time since I played it in a kiosk in Toys R Us. And man, kind of a hard game. Kind of hard game. I made it to like the last mission, and then it
Pretty
gets
good.
and then it gets real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also stream typically the game that we're going to talk about. I usually do that on Sunday.
John's done peeing.
See?
Yeah.
Let me get Patreon to come up.
Okay.
And I will read from it.
It was
I have
70 degrees today.
You have a
There's no way
snowball.
it'll fucking
You brought a
stick.
snowball into the studio.
Yeah, it's snowing now.
Fuck me,
Yeah, it's snowing.
man.
That
I'm gonna
came
be-
from
I'm gonna be-
outside?
Yeah,
I'm
it
be
was 70
working
degrees
all
earlier.
week.
What did it stick to? You know what I mean?
No,
Like
that's
it,
what I'm
like
wondering.
it accumulated
Where
somewhere.
did you get that snow? Did you roll that up from other snow, or was it that much, like a handful that you just plucked up? Because I still got to drive.
It's a 420 miracle. It's a 420 miracle.
Yeah, it was 70 degrees today at one point, and now there is snow on the ground, and it's freezing cold outside.
Looks like you're sitting on that bed with that gas heater blowing right over you.
John, you missed my killer. It's a 420 miracle joke. But I'm really proud of it, so I want to say it again to you.
No, please.
So I think I had mentioned last time a new pledge by Aaron. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
Oh, goddamn. Cubicle Monkey.
Cubicle Monkey coming in clutch.
Huge up. Yeah, I think that makes Cubicle Monkey back on top again.
Yep.
Damn. And
Thank you.
New pledge by John Thompson.
John Thompson.
Thank you, John
Thank
Thompson.
you, John Thompson. Inventor of the Tommy gun, John Thompson.
John Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a very special request.
Okay.
Can I read the list of executive producers tonight? Or is that something
Oh,
that...
yes, but only because I love you. It's a thing that I enjoy doing.
Well, you do it then.
But no, it's 420. We've experienced a 420 miracle. I think it only makes sense that you read it. Is there anything else that we would like to do before we read the executive producers?
I'm good.
Our things wrong and move. I'll take more drives than track from the show. Turn on TADPOG.com. I'm just tripping all over myself. How do we want to close the show out?
As Harry Carey.
Oh, perfect.
All right. So until next time.
Wait, we haven't read the list of executive producers.
We'll do it after the Tropical Capricorn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
cool.
all good.
Tropical Capricorn.
Cubs win.
Cubs win.
Cubs win.
Cubs win. Cubs win.
All right.
The show is executive produced by.
Yeah.
I've got to get this thing up to where I can see it. I got my bifocals on here.
The show is executive produced by.
Coronavirus Savior, Cubicle Monkey, Usurper Grimm, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Zeus Laser, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro Cody Phillips, Lint Liquor Joseph Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, The Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage.
Yeah, boy.
Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, and
Sorry
we're
you couldn't
very
be on
sorry
this
you could
episode.
not be on this episode. Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Drink Smith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link.
Well done.
Thank you
Well
guys for donating money to these to
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
that donates money to these wonderful young men and their
These
wonderful
wonderful,
podcasts.
almost middle-aged men.
done. Almost middle age?
Almost.
I think you expect me to live a lot longer than I expect to live.
I expect you to live forever, Dave.
Look, man. Henry's 18 in 12 years. That's all, I gotta last that long. That ends. Whatever.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for letting me read that list.
Yeah, man.
I've always wanted to do that.
Well, hey, I'm glad that you were able to do it.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Tadpog Cannon.
It's okay. I mean, it's not like
You're fine.
You were talking about that. You were talking about that swindled podcast a minute ago or whatever. And
Yeah.
have you guys seen this? The one on Netflix called "This Is a Robbery." It
no.
was about this art heist back. I can't remember. It's like a 4-part series. It's kind of slow, but it's cool because it's like this small gallery in Boston. These guys planned it so that like it happened on St. Patty's Day.
Oh God! Of course it did.
While all
That's
the
like
cops
if
were
you're
in
gonna
the
do
parade.
it, yeah, that's
it was
the
like,
day to
it
do
was
it
like
in
Die
Boston.
Hard 3.
Yeah.
You could rob Fort Knox. You know what I mean? The cops are all into something.
Shit, that's funny.
So they did that, and
Man, that's like doing some New Orleans shit during Mardi Gras or
exactly.
something.
All the cops were in the parade, and they were just, this was a small museum. This one dude who was at the fucking desk is like this stoner keyboard player for a band in his fraternity. He's like got hair down to here, wearing a tie-dye T-shirt under his open security guard shirt. That guy.
Yeah.
He's got a hit pack. It's in the
Nice.
it's the 90s. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
totally rocking a hit pack. And these two dudes just show up at the door dressed as cops. He's high as fuck.
Oh my God!
So he's fucking
yeah.
panicking.
Oh yeah, sure.
So he buzzes them in. And they turn him around the wall and handcuff him and say, "This is a robbery." And then they go and they take these like really specific. There's a lot of
How relieved do you think he was in that moment? Weirdly.
well, in that moment probably, but after the part where they literally wrapped duct tape around his face and hair and then duct taped his jaw shut.
Yeah.
Yeah. That probably wasn't.
That
too
was
good.
probably not great,
He thought
yeah.
he was gonna die.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, they stole these specific. There's a lot of Rembrandts in there, and this gallery was built by this woman.
Never heard of him.
Back in the
They wrote the
He wrote the Friends theme song. Yeah.
long time ago. I mean, this was back in the 1800s. They built this gallery. It was more like to replicate a small palace, and Had all
Oh, this is
these,
TADPOG,
like-
by the way. I think we should go ahead and just start recording. Go ahead, go Ian.
Oh,
This is the episode.
I don't know. No. I don't know where I'm going to cut that in. I don't want to edit a lot.
Anyway.
This is definitely the stinger still. Thanks for listening, everybody. This is the stinger. We're recording this 5 hours from when it needs to be published, so we're just going to be very straightforward.
Anyway, long story
Pull the
short,
curtain back.
it just tells about the art that was stolen and how much it's worth, and like they've still not found them, and they've got all these art thieves that are suspects. It's like, how many fucking art thieves are there?
Apparently.
There's a lot.
Who would have thought, right?
And
I
they-
thought that was just some shit you saw in movies.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's like the currency of the underworld, because they were talking about how, like, if you steal a painting,
Sure,
it's not
it
like you
makes-
can go sell it
Yeah.
or hang it in your fucking house.
Yeah.
People are going to see it and be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's a stolen painting. So what you do is, if you want to sell a bunch of drugs, like a bunch of coke, at the time coke was a big deal. If you want to buy up a bunch of, like, 20 grand worth of coke, well, you give the guy that has the coke the painting
A
as
Rembrandt.
collateral.
Yeah.
He'll
You're like
hold
The
that.
guy who wrote
Yeah.
the Friends theme song painted this.
Yeah, exactly. You give him that as collateral. They know what it's worth. They know it's been stolen. They know what they can turn it over for on the black market. So a $200 million painting would probably fetch about $25 million on the black market. Well, that's collateral for the drugs, which you turn around and sell at a massive profit. Pay the guy back, get your painting, and do
back.
it again.
Man, like, as a dude who like has his BFA, and I'm curious what you think about this. Art's too expensive. Like, I get it from like a historical and, like, you know what I mean. But
What's
I mean, it's
that
like
Adam ruins everything about the art industry, just
Oh,
how
yeah?
it's just a big money laundering tax scheme for the rich.
It is. I mean, I think that I've been to the Louvre.
yeah.
And I've been to the Musée d'Orsay, where they've got all the
Word, brother.
fucking oh my God, Vincent van Gogh. That's where all his stuff is, and I've seen it, and it's beautiful, and it's nice to say, because I've studied art history.
Sure.
So I'm like, oh my God, I'm seeing
But
Nighthawks.
isn't it
for real,
weird to
you
put a
know?
price on it though?
It
Like, even when you
is.
say
That's-
like 25 million,
And
it's
that
like,
artist is in one of his paintings. Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've seen the
got-
one with Garfield in it. I like that one.
I've got a puzzle that my wife put together of that painting
Oh, really?
from Doctor Who, and it's framed inside an old window pane.
That's
It's
awesome.
really
That's
neat.
awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, she did all that, and I was like, she came to me with that, and it was framed. It was kind of hot glued on the edges to this window pane. It was really neat. But anyway, yeah, I agree. Putting a price on it is, I just don't like that. I
feels
love it for
weird.
its beauty and its historical value, and to see the progression of it throughout the course of history. But to say it's worth $80 million or $500 million or whatever, and the
You're
amount
literally
of,
just asking for someone to steal it.
yeah, you are. And the amount, well, not to mention the amount of security they put around that stuff. Obviously, they don't want it stolen, but they spend billions a year in maintaining security around some of the, especially at the Louvre. I mean, that place is like literally Fort Knox. You get stuck in there, you ain't getting out.
I got
because
lost
it's
in
a
there
castle. Yeah, it's a castle.
It's elaborate. It's fucked up.
huge, and you can get turned around and not be. You could literally starve to death in there.
I want to get that the DS game, the DS tour of the Louvre. Like you,
Ooh,
Oh, I didn't know that was
yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, it's a big collector thing. They all
Really?
buy the, because you can go in there and you get a copy and you put it in your Game Boy with headphones and then you get the walking
Yeah, it
tour.
walks the tour and
It's a
gives you
collectible
facts
game,
about
yeah.
the artist
Wow.
and the history of the painting, and like it was rescued from Nazi Germany and la 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 and all this stuff. Yeah, that would be neat. But I don't know. I'm with you. I think it is. I think it just serves, and they say that on that documentary, that it just serves as currency for the underworld.
It does kind of seem like once you say that, and it's like, well, then it definitely makes sense that there's so many art thieves, because it's like you steal one painting,
and you're good.
you're done. You know, it's like
If
Just
you're
one
also
good one.
able to
right.
sell
Yeah,
drugs
good one.
without
Yeah. How do
getting
you
caught.
start small? You know what I mean? Like,
You don't. You go big.
County
or you
libraries.
go home.
You're just taking like my grandpa's Tater Day painting out of the Marshall County City Hall. You know,
I
that's
got
where you
this
start.
dog's playing poker.
Which, ironically would probably be worth something.
yeah.
If you have the
The
original.
original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one.
Because what Adam was talking about, how like the rich cabal will pick an artist, raise them up, and basically can arbitrarily price their art at whatever they want.
Yep.
So they buy it cheap. Say suddenly this artist is the hot new one. This is worth $10 million. Donate that painting to a museum at the value of $10 million, $10 million tax write-off. Boom.
Yeah, well, and the other thing too is that really speaks to that
That's
is
pretty fucked.
the artists. An artist so rarely becomes known for his work until after he's dead. That's kind of the trope, right? That's not always the case, and it adds more weight to even to what Dave said about it. And I don't know if he was being ironic or if he was really that cocky. But Salvador Dali used to pay for meals by drawing a doodle on a napkin and giving it to the waiter. And it's like, are you being ironic? Are you saying this is bullshit, but I'm gonna get away with it because I can? Or do you really feel like this is gonna be valuable to somebody?
Ride that wave while it's there.
I'd buy him a waffle for that. I give him a pecan waffle. That's fair for a dolly doodle.
A dolly doodle.
I hate to really, really shift gears, but this has been bothering me. Like the last several podcasts that I've listened of you guys, episodes I should say, has had Casey on it. Now I've never met Casey.
He's not real. He's
Okay.
He's AI.
Okay.
I imagine.
Did you notice?
In my head?
He's when I do cocaine.
In my head, I imagine that Casey looks like Paul Rudd. Like he sounds to me a little bit like Paul Rudd.
I'm thinking
when I
more like
listen to
Seth
it.
Rogen.
He
Really?
he looks he gets Blake Shelton a lot.
Oh,
I
is he
could
like
see
a great
that.
big
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah,
Is he like super tall?
Is he big tall?
Yeah, he's like
big
6'4".
guy.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. He's
Yeah.
3 inches taller than me.
Yeah, he's
no, I
like-
never would have guessed
There's
that.
like huge Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Not Ant-Man.
Or yes, Ant-Man, but just
Opposite of
a
Ant-Man.
little bit. He's an
like,
expansion, a little more
He turned
expanded.
his suit up just a little
Just a
bit.
touch. He just tweaked it a little. Yeah.
He turned his suit to NBA player. To power forward.
All right. Speaking of Blake Shelton, my wife and I watch The Voice. I watch at it. She watches it.
I'm sorry.
Snoop Dogg was the big guest teacher this week. They bring in some big person, and that dude's actually really good. Like he's pretty gifted in all aspects.
Snoop
of music.
Dogg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
he's
kills
got it
somebody,
figured
everybody
out.
loves him. So yeah, it's pretty good.
He's got Suge Knight beat.
You're right.
Anyway, I don't know. You just said Blake Shelton, and it reminded me that Snoop Dogg was on there last night.
Did you see Snoop Dogg's rage quit on Twitch, where he I think he was playing Madden and got really mad 15 minutes into the stream and just threw the controller, got up and left, and then the stream went on for 4 more hours. just Snoop Dogg's chair.
I did not see that. That's awesome.
I mean, that's realistic. That's that's realism.
He's only doing what the rest of us are thinking.